That's why you have to turn the bidet stream down.
No,
I guess, like I said
blast
earlier, people with bidets, it's just all they talk about.
If you don't blast as hard as possible, how do you know it's working?
Here's a question,
I kind of agree
JD.
with that,
If someone with a bidet does CrossFit, which one do they tell you about first?
It's honestly, that's somehow
The
they come
vegan
out at the
party
same
people?
time.
The vegans win.
Welcome to tonight's episode of A Sinner's Dream.
Oh shit, we're live. Hi everybody.
Okay.
A D&D 5e campaign set in a noir setting that we all play in every other week. I'm going to go ahead and go through all of our sponsors for the night. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Foundry, the best VTT out there. Occasionally, I make battle maps through another system, plug it into our Foundry, and we have a nice, pretty battle map that has fantastic lighting and brilliant walls and doors and windows that you can look through and break through and blah, 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 and great audio, and it's fantastic and it's huge, and there's a huge mod community that takes care of everything you could possibly think of whenever it comes to virtual tabletops. Bar none, best VTT out there. I know JD and I, whenever we find a new mod that we're like, hey, you should check this out, we just fangirl over it for a little bit, or we say, yeah, well, that's good for you, I'm gonna do my own.
You mean spend the next 2 hours figuring out how I can switch every map that I have to utilize the mod? Sure.
Exactly. But it also has great dice rolling capabilities. We do both live dice and digital dice here, and we just use Foundry's digital dice because it's that easy. There's no need to go and be crazy about it and go find a dice roller on Discord and blah, blah, blah. It's nice and all, but here it makes sounds. So at the very minimum, unless you get, certain modules that actually give you physical dice to roll across the screen, it's nice. Don't actually roll physical dice across your screen. It turns into a whole thing where you break your screen from time to time. Trust me.
Man, I was about to do it. It's a good thing you said that.
But it wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for forge-vtt.com, our hosting service. So Foundry, right? It's a self-hosted thing. You can go and buy a server if you want to and try and be the system admin that you may or may not be. But at the end of the day, I know I had a really shit time doing it myself, and it was awful. Like dropping sessions literally once an hour. It was brutal. But forgedvtt.com is a fantastic hosting service. They have 200 nodes across the world that everybody can connect to with little to no latency, unless you're just crazy on your computer. Calm down, Trevor. And it's like they have these subscription services for stuff that's like that you can upload pretty much as you need to because of how much storage they give you for $12 a month. I think, I don't even know, because it doesn't, even though the price of gas is astronomical right now, I still don't feel that in my pocket, which is nice. Tonight's episode is also brought to you by Heavy Arms. We use his gunslinger class in this campaign. It's wild, it's fun. He pumped out a new spell the other day, I think that was a little wild. He has fun name stuff, but he's got a Patreon. I have subscribed to his Patreon and have access to his whole Heavy Arms haversack of everything, and it has everything he's pumped out from the top down. The Beard Warlock, it's got all of his elemental sorcerers, the whole nine, and it's all fantastic. Go check him out, Heavy Arms. The other thing is music. Our channel is sponsored by Tabletop Audio. Great audio all the time. They have stuff for pretty much anything you could possibly come up with. I like to have a variety in my artists. So if you want to find out the stuff that I use in my game, jump into our Discord. And if you really want to know about the list of artists that I use, I'll be more than happy to tell you that Michael Gelfi is fantastic. I'll be more than happy to tell you about Midnight Syndicate, the music that they crank out. I think that's everything that I'm supposed to talk about up front. JD, let's talk about the game and dice.
Well, Chuck, you did a great job.
Thanks. That's the first time you've said that to me about ads.
And yeah, it'll probably be the last. So
yeah, I know.
Anyways, guys, here at Negative 2 Charisma, not only do we hate each other, but we love you. And to express our weird, awkward love for you, We reward you with channel points. Those channel points are in the shape of little eggs with elf ears sticking out of them down below. You will earn those throughout the stream for doing nothing, or just sitting there. Honestly, you could mute us and put us in the corner, and you'll just accumulate these little bastards. They grow and grow and grow. But what do you do with these smelly little eggs? Well, you do whatever you want with them, really. But if you want to earn something from them, we're going to give away a Steam key tonight for a game, as well as we have, as you see, Tattoos and Bones in the chat right now, a dice giveaway, a custom Dragon Knight dice giveaway based off one of our Tuesday night players. This month it is Gremnik, our resident drunken, Handseath worshipping, Oath of Indulgence cleric, paladin, clericadin, whatever.
What did you
But
say
the game
yesterday,
tonight.
Frederick?
What?
Dick?
Oh yeah. So, yeah, a dick. Anyways, the game tonight is Pester Quest. So for 300 elf eggs, the cost of a follow if you're a new follower, or just click that click the button a couple times when it pops up, you get Pester Quest. Pester Quest is, oh god, I can't believe Ben's making me do this. Embark on a quest of epic importance in Pester Quest, a grimsicle episodic visual novel adventure set in the darkly funny Homestruck/Hive Swap universe. Find all the answers you're looking for as you zap between Earth and Alternia, making friends as you go. So if you understood 90% of what I just said,
What about 60%?
yeah, then you should probably just get the game.
I heard like between, and that's about it.
Anyways, no, it's got very good reviews. It looks like it's like a fun adventure game. It's on Steam. It's got very good reviews, and it could be yours. You could tell us all about it for the cost of 300 elf eggs.
I don't even know what the hell that means.
Back to you, Chuck.
Well, we start every ASD episode off with a radio recap because, well, it's always fun. So why don't you go ahead and get that going for us, JD? Huh?
As you wish.
Your money back if you're not pleased.
Irresistible loveliness.
Hilda will never get a Grecian nose by using a beauty soap, but we do hope she gets Henry. And now for the overture to our second act.
It's a tense evening in Kasmar. After restoring an innocent man back to life, torturing a kobold, and attempting to escape the scene of their crimes, perhaps this beautiful Dampier will reconsider her choices. The rest decided to make their way to Mabel's shoe shop once again. I wonder why. Why was Wilhelm left alone for so long? Maybe I should ask him for a drink. Maybe if I go down there myself, I can get some answers. This week on A Sinner's Dream.
We're back.
Welcome back. So obviously the radio doesn't catch everything because there was a lot that happened last time that he didn't mention. So Adelaide.
I didn't listen to the radio recap, so I'm not sure what we missed. Big thing is, yeah. So the big thing is, Harold fucking died. I don't know if that was mentioned.
Did I?
He's back though.
My goodness.
He got better.
He
really?
got better.
So
He got better.
motherfuckers. We revived the auctioneer that we wrongfully killed and interrogate him with the kobolds. They mentioned something called the Blue Streak. We're like, I don't know, what is that? It's a vigilante / menace. We don't know. I get initiated into the club, and we travel to the other world. And Harold is checking out the thing when he notices that the Lich is wearing matching armor to Patrick's armor.
I think she was working on the armor that's the blue streak stuff.
Also, he said something, and it seemed like she paused in response to that. So maybe she knows she's being watched. Anyway, Harold stupidly detects her thoughts because
stupidly, hey.
Why don't you just cast spells on a Lich? That sounds fine. And he fucking dies. Anyway, he wakes up in her consciousness or something. She fucking apologizes and then tells him, don't trust the blue streak, but also she's the blue streak. So we don't know what the fuck is going on. And to find Irvin and Dimitri. And then I had a dream about my sister that I forgot I didn't write down what it was. I had a dream.
She also asked me to
I'm
keep
done
the
by.
peace as long as we could.
I'm done. Bye. Yeah. So
I think the Detect Thoughts was a good play.
it was a play.
Do you?
Yes.
Honestly, it was a great way to round out a overtly and completely successful mission.
Also, we found out that there is a chest full of diamonds.
This is true.
In the
Mac
fight.
almost died too because he decided to go and threaten
Yep.
Bruce.
Mhm.
Not like
Untrue.
Bruce.
We don't know if I would have died or not. Well, okay.
Schrodinger's death.
I would have died from
Schrodinger's a Mac.
everyone else in the room that would have then opened fire on me, but fucking Bruce would have died first.
Anyway, so at the end of last session, you all had a dream, not about your sister. Good try though. It was about a younger Alhora who had broken into a house and stolen some food. And at the end, Veda was the only one that heard her say that she wanted to find another way to make money so that way she wouldn't have to steal anymore. Harold, your dream doesn't end. And as you fade back into black, you fade back into a sea of purple.
Is it deep purple?
No, it's a similar color to that of the crystal.
Shallow purple.
Shallow purple. It's an odd sensation of stillness and quiet. And it's hard to see beyond maybe a few dozen feet in front of you.
Sounds pretty deep to me.
Take a few moments, look around. Make a perception check.
Oh yeah, with a -3 on it. Remember, everybody.
Technically, you didn't get your long rest in. It's still a -4.
I mean, you told me.
Chuck, I need you to make up your mind. Do you want him to see things or not?
I don't, and I do.
That's still a +5, y'all. So we're okay. It's a 17.
With a 17, on the edges of your consciousness, you don't see it, you feel it. In this sea of purple, you can feel things pushing around you through stone, like it's water, like fish brushing up against you in a creek. It's unsettling. It's not comfortable. And you know that you're not entirely there. And on the edge of your purview, you can feel this odd sense of space that is empty.
So, like, there's consciousness, there's like something there, and then does it seem like a wall, or does it seem like a void?
Yes. It feels like a wall of void matter.
I turn around. If I look around behind me, is it like full deep purple, or is it like...
Yes.
Okay.
And occasionally, like you still feel that brush against like your side of your leg. It occasionally goes across your back or your chest.
Well, here goes nothing. It's canon that I wake up from this, so I'm gonna walk towards the void.
Okay. As you begin moving towards the void, I need you to make an intelligence check for me.
Oh fuck!
Not a save.
Takes me from a +4 to a +0. Ooh, flat 16.
With a 16, as you begin pushing yourself forward, it's almost as if the figures around you, whatever they may be, are urging you through this space towards that void.
Ooh, I'm so sorry. I don't think it's going to matter, but it's a 17. I have a 5 and a +5 in intelligence, not a +4.
As you are moving through it, it's like you're moving through, for lack of a better comparison, marshmallows, not gelatin, like full-on pillows made of something that whenever you squish it, it almost feels like you could make something solid out of it, but there's nothing there for you to grab a hold of. As you just kind of like push your way through, it tears at you. You can feel those creatures, whatever they may be, both pulling and pushing you forward. And it starts to get warm.
Oh, great. I'm going to hell.
And it gets a little bit warmer. You can feel what should be condensation on you, but there's nothing to sweat because you're not physically here.
Like I'm feeling a sensation of like the way you feel when condensation gathers on you, but when I go to touch my skin, there's nothing there.
Yes.
Okay.
Make an intelligence saving throw.
I've had 2 good rolls in a row, man. You can't keep doing this to me.
I know.
This ended badly last time he had to do one of these.
Oh, yeah, it did. I trusted Val. Let's see.
Don't put her in a box.
And there it is. Oh, no, that's at least a 9 out of 6. It's a 13.
Okay. With a 13, the heat begins to get highly uncomfortable. You're still not physically sweating, but you know that if you go too much further, it's going to start to hurt. And you can hear her voice as you hear this cacophonous crack. And you feel that grip that was on you begin to loosen. And that heat becomes immediately unbearable. And you wake up.
Think Harold is usually very like calm, cool, collected. He like shoots up in bed and is immediately like
It's quiet in the infirmary. The lights are down. You see a couple of maybe desk lamps behind the curtains that are scattered throughout the room. You can see a couple of nurses going back and forth with various implements. The occasional moan or snore.
You hear a splash as Pip's like, "What is it?" He's in a bucket under your bed.
Sorry, just I dreamt quite poorly.
Do you need anything? You want some water?
I suppose a glass of water would be nice.
Okay. You hear the wet splashing as he gets out of the bucket and pip, 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 pip.
150% sure I was getting me flavored water.
Nope. Only
me
the fresh
flavored
stuff.
water, 15 cents.
While the poison is great for your immune system, not when you're recovering.
Wait, is Pip's size small?
Yeah.
Okay. This
I'm approximately 3 feet tall.
My brain's rewinding right now. Okay.
Pip, dear boy, that's not a bucket. That's
It was empty when I had it. I filled it up with water. It works.
Sure enough, you're able to easily find some water that you're able to bring back to him. It's a little bit more of a restless evening for you from this point forward, Harold. You're still going to get your full rest, your long rest, but it's that fop sweat. Every time you go to get comfortable, you can feel that heat against you again. The rest of you in the speakeasy. As you all make your way over to it for the evening, you all kind of discuss and catch Weatherford up as he sits at the bar and just drinks more or less similar to Mac, straight from the bottle. And it's all of you fall asleep after or before he does. And I think the only one who would have a perception high enough to even get a check after you pass out would be Wilhelm. Make a perception check for me, please.
I'd be out first.
Oh, just beautiful.
21. We'd love to see it.
In the middle of the night, you wake to the sound of clinking glass. And you sit up from the lounge chair that you found yourself seated in, look across the room, and Weatherford is still awake. And you kind of look at the wall clock, and it's 3 o'clock in the morning. And he is still going.
What is he doing?
He's just kind of perusing through the drinks for the most part before he finally pulls one off the shelf. Turns around, gets himself a glass full of ice and begins pouring himself some schnapps that he once chilled.
Are you going to be okay there, Mr. Hole? It's a lot.
Yeah, sure is.
But I value your input. What do you make of this creature?
Which one?
Oh, the one that is apparently entombed us all in her private shell.
I don't know yet. Did you guys know that you guys were all humming at the same time?
What?
Like all of you. Yeah, there was a weird humming. You guys were all humming. It was annoying.
What? While we were sleeping?
Fuck if I know.
I had another one of those dreams.
Oh, I missed out on this one? Nice.
Didn't miss much, little girl. Apparently stealing food.
So sad.
Yes, it's it's as if our would-be captor is wants us to feel badly for her.
I don't know. Do you?
I don't. How
That's
could
kinda
I?
Fucked up.
But why do you?
A little. It's like, I don't think these guys realize. Tongue's a little numb. I don't think these guys understand that, like, she's all split up, man. Literally beside herself.
Benefit. But
I'm gonna go stay with Bartleby.
have a good night, sir.
Sleep tight. He sits down on one of the stools and just kind of.
It's 3 a.m. at this point. How much sleep have I had?
Maybe, let's see, the party got interrupted around 10 o'clock, a couple hours later, probably pushing, you probably only have like maybe an hour and a half in.
I think I will probably try to stay up for a bit, think things through, but inevitably the exhaustion from the evening is going to take its toll.
Okay. After about 45 minutes of you being awake, a small cleaning crew of drow come in and start cleaning the space a little bit, taking some of the glasses, replacing some of the bottles, cleaning up whatever vomit there may be.
Sir, excuse me, I'm so sorry I didn't catch your names. But anyways, is there a better place we should be sleeping?
They just shrug at you.
Just typical, people fall asleep in here and just stay here. Okay. Thank you.
And they continue cleaning. Leave about 10 minutes later. Not a lot to clean.
Then I will get quiet, fall back to sleep.
As you all wake up the next morning, go ahead and click on that long rest button if you haven't already, or do whatever you need to reset your sheet. There's a loud knock on the speakeasy door as you hear I got breakfast again.
Oh, wonderful. He opens the door.
It is Roach, the lizard folk that brought you guys breakfast before, in his nice chef's outfit, as he comes in with a couple of silver trays that he cling onto the counter a little bit and starts pulling them off with a ring, and there's just eggs and bacon, toast.
Too loud.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, the bacon
He had
will
a bit
cheer
too
him
much
up.
to drink last night, so just
Oh, would you guys like something to drink besides water?
I am good with the water. Perhaps some caffeine for my friends.
I can get you some of those tiny apple juices.
oh, this would be lovely. Yes, that sounds
Okay.
great.
And he
Make
leaves.
that too. Yes.
Tea or coffee would be for me and
he's
my
done.
friend. Okay.
Whenever the catering shows up here, they never bring any steak, and that's depressing.
I will never get used to that.
What? Not my fault they're dumb.
I hate this place. I'm not going to lie to you. Every minute we are here just upsets me even more.
No, it's a fucking joke that we're even here. But we kind of had to be after everything that went on last night. But then they'll clean it all up and we'll fucking get on our way. And
Why did you bring me exactly if you hate it so much?
Well, I think people deserve the truth, even if it is uncomfortable. It is not so much that these people are liars, and I think they have a belief in something that I don't know. It's just you'll come to understand, I guess.
They didn't save our friend, though.
They did, yes. But so could I.
Weatherford struggles off of his stool and grabs a couple of the greasiest pieces of bacon he can find and just starts.
He's a floppy bacon eater, isn't he? Yeah.
Mhm.
It's crispy all the way.
Well, at least we're not all waking up in my apartment again.
Isn't that the truth?
Mm-hmm.
You know what? Hair the dog, and he goes around the bar and pours himself a whiskey and just starts like,
Hey, could you make that too, Chief?
no.
Oh, all right.
He just sets the bottle on the counter for you.
I just take the bottle.
Actually, research lately says that that's not the best way to stave off a hangover. Anyway, drink up. That's fine.
Maybe tell us that after.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks.
How bad's the hospital food?
It's not terrible. You get the same food that you would get in the speakeasy.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
It's lime jello.
Brought to you by
I
Chef
was actually
Rose.
gonna say you might get the raspberry, like the blue raspberry jello for
That's not
breakfast.
That's not
A
bad.
little oval of meatloaf,
Mhm.
Yeah.
the one scoop of
A
potato.
single pancake.
Yeah.
And it's not even a single like regular size
like
pancake.
the
a single
silver dollar.
pancake.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
It's got like the little like square container of like Land O'Lakes like butter.
No, just literally a pat. Just the thin little right on
And it's
top.
clearly a pat of butter that was like sitting uncovered in the fridge because it's got that like couple millimeter outline around it.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, why you gotta say stuff like that? Oh,
Because I've worked in a hospital food service before.
Only sugar-free syrup as well.
Oh,
yes.
that's the
and
worst.
Ultimately, Harold, you are discharged this morning, so you can feel free to leave if you would like to.
Let's
Go
go,
walk
Harold.
straight to the
You're given-
bar.
You're given a couple of like aspirin to take with you, and
Oh, these
orders
ought to come in handy. And he goes
orders
straight to the bar.
It'll
as
be
much as
$500.
We'll get there.
This is
Just
Kasmar,
your
not
deductible.
America. It's fine.
Anyway, he comes back. Roach comes back with a pot of coffee, fresh, nice kettle of tea, just black, and a couple of small apple juices, like the glass bottle ones, which are nice.
Oh, not the ones that you punch with the straw. That's disappointing. Okay.
Harold
That's for the
takes a cup of hot tea and finds whatever the Kasmar equivalent of Irish whiskey is and pours a shot into the hot tea and maybe finds a scoop of honey somewhere and
Oh,
goes
you
to
mean
town.
this? Yeah, sorry. Here we go.
Oh dear, Packwash. I'll find another bottle.
All right.
So I was supposed to get the tour. That's
Yeah.
still happening anyway.
Me too.
We can always leave. It's fine. Harold's
Oh,
nice.
Sorry about that.
Make sure that when you go to the place, there's all the paperwork going on. Point and laugh at the guy that's picking them all up.
Why would I do that?
because
he likes it.
dick.
Yeah, no.
Secretaries are.
Inside
I
joke,
do.
yeah, but between him and us, we're good pals. He loves it.
Sure.
While everyone catches up on breakfast, I can take you to meet Emma. She's the nice lady that got us all situated.
Ah, yes,
Yeah,
human resources.
I met her last night. She
Alright, you
wasn't
get-
like that. It was
get
very
around?
chill. Yeah, I move when I
Did
need
the little
to.
tattoo thing too.
What?
Oh, she didn't give you one?
No, she was very relaxed and very calm and just helped me. And she answered a lot of my questions.
Oh, that's a first. Yeah, like in your little welcome packet, they give you like a little needle and you like poke yourself and like a tattoo shows up and that
Yeah,
gives you
it's-
access to
It looks like this. Pipple just pulled out his shirt and showed the one on his chest.
He looks at you, Veda.
never had one before, so.
I don't want to talk about mine. Let's go.
It will lead the way.
Weatherford got a tramp stamp.
No, you know it.
It's a tramp stamp and it says mom. The double whammy.
That's not good. That doesn't
And
feel good.
it's a rose that says the stem says mom.
No, it's a
and
barbed
it's on the lower
wire
back.
tribal rose tramp stamp that says
yes.
mom.
Yes.
The barbs spell out the mom.
Yeah.
And the flower of the rose looks suspiciously heart shaped.
Got it at a
And
Crazy
a little
Town
vaginal.
concert.
A little vaginal.
A little bit vaginal.
The background is a
So-
nautical star.
As you all as the three of you make your way to the pink desk of one Emma. She looks up and her hair is done up in a nice tight bun. She's got like the puffy pink jacket. Things have calmed down a little bit from last night, but not so much to the point where it wouldn't be considered somewhat chaotic. And Emma just kind of looks up and, hi. Pleasure
Hi.
to meet you.
I'm
I'm
Veda.
Emma. I'm HR.
I've heard all about you.
I'm sure you have. Here's your welcome packet. And she like scoots a couple of welcome packets across to you. It's got the map. It's got the list of people. It's got, your merit card. It's got a small container with a needle inside that rattles around. She kind of goes through the steps of just telling you how you need to get your needle on and get your tattoo on to make sure that you can access all the different spots. She kind of goes, I will say, today may not be the best time to go through meeting everyone. And she kind of like looks around. She looks over and looks at a few key points and just goes, yeah, we'll do that sometime this week.
Well, we can reschedule then. I'm not seeing my calendar of social activities in here.
I haven't gotten it together yet. That's on me. I've been a little busy lately. We've had a big influx of people and it's just piling up on my desk,
Why so many new additions?
Well, you know how it goes.
She's stressed to the max.
I
As
don't.
we've just brought in 2 new additions. Like,
Make an insight check.
Okay.
Look
Okay,
across
who else?
the room, and it's like some wayward group of like toddlers that came in on a field trip somehow. We gotta figure that all out.
It's 14.
The 14?
And-
Yeah, no,
and
she's
then,
like, you can see the stress
16.
in her temples. She is just stressed to the point where she should probably go take a nap or have a
What
drink.
happened? We haven't been here very long, so I don't know what happened.
Emma, where
looks
do we
like it
report
hurts.
our findings from last night? Directly to Bruce?
Either Bruce or Lynn, or I suppose you could also report to Vix if you really wanted to. She's currently working on in note keeping records.
There is just
records.
Guttural, deep laughter echoing from the speakeasy.
But I will say, and she looks at Weatherford, I would suggest going over to the medical ward real quick. Go over to the infirmary. They have things to help with the headaches, with the hangovers. He just goes, thanks. And he
That's
takes
sort of how
the-
his face always looks. So.
You're still not on my nice list right now. And he takes the needle, picks up his shirt, and just like sticks it to his chest.
Well, we can't do the tour, but we can take you to see Harris. We gotta turn in a successful mission.
Was that what you were all doing at the art gallery?
What?
The mission?
Yeah. We were supposed to go to the art gallery and observe, and we did that.
And kill
We
everything.
did really good.
Right. Yeah.
Guys did things.
Why does everyone say it like that?
Well, I actually tried to stop them, but
I'm aware. I appreciate you.
How does everybody know? What happened?
Yeah, Emma, just out of curiosity, what is it you think we've done?
From my
Despite
understanding-
unmasking the blue streak and completely getting an up-close look at the way her casting mechanisms, and I think we've gathered quite a bit of information, given the fact that we were given absolutely none.
I'm going to stop you there, because honestly, I'm just trying to do my job.
You're making it sound like we have done something here to make your job more difficult.
There was a big explosion last night, and there were a lot of things that happened. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to help you much longer today. And she pulls out one of the plaques and it just says closed on it in like big pink writing, and she just slaps it down and gets up and walks away.
Wow. Ice cold.
Am I the blue streak here?
I don't know why we're getting blamed for this.
You need that. Where's Podrick?
I believe that was more like a red streak.
I'm right here. I'm confused as you are. I don't understand why we are getting blamed.
Let's just go rectify this situation, because I have detailed notes. I know that you have your recordings. Let's go find someone to yell at.
I agree.
I'm going to the infirmary, and he just takes off.
Useful as always, Mr. Hole. Okay, so
I'm sorry.
Huh? Oh, you heard me, sir. Go take care of yourself. We'll figure out all this.
Noted.
He walks away, but he has hearing like no other.
I thought, is he an Aarakocra? No.
So, where would you all like to go first?
I think we go to the heart of this thing. I will take Podrick and Pip at least to speak with Bruce. I don't know what everyone else is doing.
Mac comes kind of stumbling out of the speakeasy, like leaning up against the door. Yeah, let's go talk. That's a great idea.
Perhaps, Mac, you think maybe you could go find, see if where we can get these belts?
What?
That guy who just finds things for us for credits, perhaps like these invisibility belts. They would have come very much in handy.
Yeah. What's his name?
It's Harris.
Harris. Yeah. No, he's the one that gave me the cool little hairband.
Yeah.
I'll go talk to him. That's a great idea.
Yeah, she'll go introduce Veta to him. Maybe she'll get a free thing. Yeah.
Hey, that's a great idea. Yeah. Come on with me, like creepy wall crawler girl.
Harold, hearing that, will go with Veta and Mac.
I'm gonna lean over to Harold and say, "Am I actually creepy?"
No. He's had quite a bit to drink. I'm quite sure he doesn't understand what he's saying.
More than quite a bit there, buddy.
Also, exactly how old does he think I am? He talks to me like I'm 8.
I'm naturally going to assume he thinks you are, although, he talks like that to all of us, so I'm not quite sure it's that much of an issue.
Okay. That's fine. Just checking. All right, to Harris.
As the three of you make your way down to Harris, the halfling man has his hair kind of slicked back tight, and he's in a tux. And he's currently just kind of like sitting there fiddling with a pen in hand. And
hey, buddy, looking sharp.
Thanks. Not too bad yourself there, bud.
Hey, my friend here, she may be looking for some stuff.
Hold on. And he reaches down, kicks one of the drawers, and it pops open. He pulls out a little tablet, like a one that you would take, and he sets it on the counter. Take that.
Was this prescribed by a medical Professional.
Just
Nope.
trust him.
Hi, I'm Harris, and he puts out his hand.
Who is he saying take that to? Is he talking to Mac because he's drunk,
Yeah.
or is he talking
Yeah.
to Veda?
He's
Yeah, I
taking-
thought so.
he's saying that to Mac.
Mac, he's not speaking to Veda. He's
What?
addressing you.
Oh, all right. Just like reach down, pick up the tablet. What's it say?
Wrong kind of tablet.
I think a pill tablet. Pill tablet.
Oh, he
Yeah,
puts the
like a-
clipboard
He put
back
that
down.
iPad and it's like,
No,
here you
no,
go.
like a
It's got angry
Like a tab,
words
like
on
a
it.
tab, like a little tab.
So he like puts down Harris's clipboard and goes, "Oh yeah, all right." Pops it and chases it with a bottle of whiskey.
Oh,
Oh
Make a
dear.
Constitution saving throw.
Oh shit.
oh boy.
Oh god, this is. Oh well, I'm not bad at those. 17.
17. You feel the edge begin to cut to the point where you're not quite so drunk.
Oh.
You're still buzzing. It's still a comfortable buzz, but it's not like.
All right, I see what you did, buddy.
Yeah.
Boy.
I don't know what I did, but hey, look, it might make this a little easier.
Make what easier exactly?
I don't know. Eris, and he like offers his hand to Veda again.
No, please don't give me any mystery pills
Noted.
or potions. Just normal things.
Veda, perhaps I could explain. Harris has an
We don't talk about it.
unbelievable way to.
We don't talk about it whenever I'm right here. Okay. Thank you. And he gets up and he kind of walks over to a locker, kicks it with a loud clang, and it opens up. And he pulls out like a sheet of paper, sets it down on the counter, and it has your name on it, Veda. And he just says, "So you have so many merits that you're going to be able to get over the course of like some time. Right now, you have 15 plus 3 from your initiation because apparently you were like grandfathered into that thing last night. So you have 18. Is there something you want?
Is it like a prize machine at a carnival?
Something like that.
Yeah, that's a great way to look at it.
Exactly what can I get?
Most often, whatever you're looking for.
You don't even know that you're looking for it sometimes.
Do you have a nice bag? I've lost my bag.
Let me see. And he gets
chaos
up and
at the-
he like adjusts his the jacket of his tux. Reaches down inside and pulls out a bat like a small clutch. I don't remember putting that there. He sets it on the counter.
It's a bit on the smart side, but it'll do. You can put a band-aid or 2 in there.
5 merits. Mark it off.
Okay.
And he pulls out another sheet and slaps it down on top. and
Very
it's already marked
confusedly
off.
writing things down. How did he even get my name? I didn't even tell him my name. Okay.
Hey, Harris, Wilhelm was saying that I should come over here and get us all them belts that
What
like
belts?
turn us invisible or something like that.
We have invisibility belts. That's awesome. And he
That's
just starts like pop, 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 knocking on the lockers, and each one just kind of slams open. And he's like, "Nope, no belts. Nope, no belts. Nope, no belts. Nope, no belts. I don't think we have any belts, man."
Well, shit. I mean, that's something he said.
Mabel actually makes those. I saw some in her shop. You should ask her.
No, that's all right.
Mabel makes belts.
Probably.
like
Well,
Shoes and
I
leather.
thought she did shoes.
I mean, it's an accessory, isn't it?
I need to talk to her about some belts then. Thank you.
I don't
Podrick
know.
is upstairs, like adjusting his own invisibility belt. Like, I wonder if this is gonna work today.
Yeah, I don't know. Wilhelm said something about it. I will go check with him, and we don't need to talk to Mabel ever again. And hey, that reminds me. How's Alan doing? You know, the bird guy.
Yeah.
How's he doing?
I don't know.
Right. Cool. no, let's go back to everybody else. I gotta tell Wilhelm he doesn't know any fucking idea what he's talking about.
Just being honest.
Oh no, I know it's not your fault. Honestly, Wilhelm probably heard it somewhere, and I don't know.
I'll be clear with you. Feels like it's kind of my fault. I don't know why, but it feels like it.
No, nothing's ever your fault. You always have shit we need that we don't know we need.
That's what I like about you guys. You believe me. Harold, did you want anything?
Well, I mean, if you've got anything that makes it a little more difficult to, to die, that would be wonderful.
Yeah, what the fuck did you do to cause that?
Right, we'll talk later.
And he starts like knocking on a few different doors, and he listens and and it takes him like a solid 5 minutes to get down the line as he listens and knocks. It counts a couple of them. He has to go back and listen again. And he finally just stops and goes, and he opens up a drawer. Oh, hey! And he picks up the hat, picks up a trilby, and sits it on the counter.
I will. You know what? I'm sure it's not going to be coming to play at all again today. I'm just going to do my instant identify for the day.
It is a hat of psychic resistance.
Wonderful.
15 merits.
Oh, look at that. Let's see. I know I have that many, but
you should have 18 in total.
Yeah. I think I actually got 2 extras somewhere.
Oh, yeah, you did, didn't you? Because you turned in a crystal.
Yeah. Yeah, because I'm counting it all as Electrum, because why the fuck else would I use Electrum for anything? I mean, I've been playing D&D for several years now, and I've never used
inspiration.
Electrum.
I think you already had it though.
I'm starting an entire campaign the entire economy is based on Electrum.
You know what's even funnier about the fact that I already have inspiration? I had it when I rolled that nat 1 last week and forgot about it.
Well,
when I died. Right.
So, the other 3. As you make your way down to the dome, it is opaque still. As you go to enter in, Bruce is alone. Just sitting there drinking some coffee on one of the desks. His shirt he's changed his shirt. He looks a little bit fresher. It looks like he may have taken a shower. His jacket's off. His gun's in plain view.
All right, so I step in. That's that's like a little bubble or something, Sarah.
Mm-hmm.
Good morning.
Good morning to you too.
So I just wanted to know who would be best to debrief the events of last evening, because we did acquire quite a bit of information.
Hit me.
Podrick.
Yes.
Can you play that back for him?
Of course. And I take out what appears to be a little, just looks like a little box with like a crank on it. And as I crank it, it sounds like a music box that replays an example, like just notes about the night before, the things I saw, including the blue streak.
Are you aware of the connections there?
Not until last night. I had suspicions, but they were just theories.
Is this the reason we were sent? We were not properly informed as to the nature of our investigation.
I know. That's on Len, and he's going to be properly reprimanded. Probably have a major deduction to his merits. He's going to get trained on what he's supposed to do for you all.
Could we perhaps just request a new handler? I don't know if us and Lynn got off on the right foot. Perhaps somebody else. Who lets that dog in here?
We have dogs all the time. What do you mean? We allow pets.
Were-poodles.
Let the dogs out.
They also under the influence of the Gaius.
Yeah.
Not my best. That was an 11.
With an 11, he kind of thinks about it for a moment. I'll think about it, but probably not.
Anyways, we also got a good look. Some of the remnants, the residue of her casting.
Oh. What you got?
Well, it was me and Harold is a little more proficient in the arcane, but I mean, from the looks of things, I mean, she was casting multiple spells at high velocity.
Mm-hmm.
Are you aware of this? Capabilities, or?
It's something that I had figured she may be able to do. She manufactures stuff, so I imagine that she may be able to store spells and things from time to time.
So she's not a completely separate personality. Obviously, some skill set remains there, as little tinkerer inside she intends to do, yeah?
Yeah. You want to know my theory about the blue streak?
Shoot.
And he points up towards the crystal. Shattering of his soul to make this, right?
Rose.
Okay.
It's the other half.
There's a lot of her in that crystal that we observe. That said, it makes sense that some semblance of her would be here.
How does that work?
I don't know. It's just a theory. It's a working theory.
I mean, obviously, right? That
Like,
there are methodologies at play here that we don't understand. One, how does one shatter their soul, and why would it even have been necessary? Or is it a result of what is occurring outside? Yeah.
I think it is. I don't.
I want to.
The question that we don't have a proper answer to is why she felt the need to do what she did. Everything else is kind of in flux.
It's kind of like a light being cast through a prism. On the other side, it shines different colors. The question is, how do we put these colors back together to form a white light?
And do we even want to? So,
yes,
that's a pretty accurate description. Yeah, I was going to go and try and determine if that was the truth from Irvin later.
Who's
Irvin,
Irvin?
you say?
Yeah.
Could we speak with him?
I don't see why that's a problem. You guys have been through hell and back. I don't appreciate the fact that you went out of your way to do something that I didn't intend on you guys to do. I don't blame you. It is in your nature. I understand.
Well, again, Bruce, I will be very frank with you. And I know that we have come in here guns blazing. No pun intended. But we were giving nothing. We weren't certain. When we noticed the connection, we had no idea that the blue streak would show up and pull a body out of this Arwentinian granite, which, believe me, is of more interest to me than what happened in that basement or that other room.
Do you want to take my job?
Your job?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what your job is.
Exactly. Fuck.
So let me ask this then. How did you know to send us to the art gallery?
And how did you know what happened before we got back? And why is Emma really
One
mad
more
at
thing.
us?
I have a few ands as well.
I'm going to answer those backwards. Emma's upset because a lot of people somehow wound up here last night.
That was
weren't
not
supposed
us.
to be here. I don't blame you. She's probably just stressed out. When she gets stressed out, they'll get in her way. Trust me. It's not pretty. The one before that was, how did I know? You weren't the only ones I sent. You're
Okay.
new. You're green. Why would I send you alone? That is stupid. No.
Well, to be fair, we thought it was an introductory mission.
It was.
And honestly, he's more of an aquamarine. But
Who was it? Can I guess?
By all means, be my
I really
guest.
want to guess.
It was Lynn.
It was the... Lynn.
Nope.
No, I was going to guess someone very different. The artist.
No, the artist
Was
husband.
it him?
Yeah, we did the artist. Yeah, never mind.
Nah.
no, it was the doorman. Woman. What was her name? Aiden.
It was the wizard in the elevator.
Ashton. I'm sorry.
We had multiple. We had Ashton, and we had Robert.
Well, now I feel silly
Was-
for
wait,
giving
was that-
Ashton so
was
much,
that
so
wizard?
much money.
That actually does remind me of my aunt. That has to do with the makeup. The makeup of this large phylactery, which contains us all. Does it or does it not seem to be made of a similar material as this granite? And I take out the card. That was the invitation.
Yes and no. We're still trying to figure that one out.
There are two people, actually, from that event that know about this material very, very well. They've worked with it. They used it to create this very statue that the Blue Streak destroyed. It is my intention to bring them in, potentially, on this.
Well, I don't know about that. I think
say?
there's something nefarious here, but to Podrick's point, I do think that it is a point of investigation. But if, because for whatever reason, the Blue Streak was after the corpse of the person that was inside that granite. And they were willing to take an entire building out and kill many people to get it. So I think, I think to that point, I think we have our next lead.
Maybe. I don't know how you're going to track that.
I mean, come on now.
That's
what we do.
I think we go interrogate an artist's husband, Mr. Woodward and Mr. Woodward.
I guess so. Honestly, I don't have anything for you guys right now. I have here's what I need from you all. Whenever I say observe, please just observe. I had eyes on the auction, in fact, directly connected to the auction to make sure that things weren't going to go bad there.
That wasn't the guy that we killed, was it?
It sure was.
Well, you know, if he had just said something.
Yeah, see, he's not supposed to, just like you guys aren't supposed to. And he wasn't aware. He wasn't made aware that you guys would be there because you weren't supposed to show up at the auction.
Too many secrets, you know?
We're figuring this out.
Hmm.
Some people actually just listen. So. But again,
how did that work out for him?
Yeah,
You all
some
did
people
a
aren't as
great job.
valuable. We're one team and we did the work of multiple teams.
You all did a great job getting the information that didn't matter, and that also mattered. So good job, I guess.
Mattered enough to send someone else.
Because we didn't know, and that's my point. You had another question. How did we know that we needed to be there? I watch Alhora all day long.
Creepy, but okay.
It is. It makes me uncomfortable from time to time, but it's important. That's how we knew that needed to be there. That's why we knew people needed to be there to begin with.
Can you hear me now? Sorry. Okay. I'd say into my little box and then tap it a few times. Good. Okay. Good. I'm recording this for my own purposes.
Got all that?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Mac.
I wanted
we
to.
got it on record that you said we did a good job.
Good. But I do have a question for you. There were 2 artists there. I mentioned them before. Arwentinian Granite.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, his husband did, or his partner did help him create, so maybe a combination, but that is neither here nor there. They know Arwentinian Granite front to back. They know how it reacts. Perhaps they could help us repair the phylactery. That is my...
There's no confirmation that it's made out of Arwentinian glass to begin with. It's purple. Arwentinian glass comes out multicolored.
Yeah, and let's not forget that there was a person inside that sculpture that the blue streak broke a building to retrieve.
We didn't know that. We didn't know that that was the thing.
Yeah, but you do now.
Just knew that there would be a thing.
I'm just saying I don't know about bringing them in. There's clearly something going on there. Anyways, Bruce, that is all then for me. I guess we will await our next assignment, and please, many details as possible, and really think on that handler business.
Sure.
Maybe someone who can over-communicate.
Do we get a bonus merits?
Lynn seems like he'd be good in accounting.
I'll handle the placement, and I'll handle that reprimanding. I'll make sure that you get an over-communicator.
Do we get bonus merits for talking to Ahura?
No.
Oh, by the way, yeah. Have you tried detecting her thoughts through arcane means?
Watched it happen last night. Didn't really turn out well for Harold.
Turned out fine. He's fine.
I do think she spoke to us in our dreams, sir. Do you have dreams often here?
As often as anybody.
But they don't actually happen out there, so.
They don't happen down here either, but they happen. We've had a series of 2 citywide dreams.
Pip.
If Veda's there, I'm assuming I'm there.
Yeah,
so.
I was gonna say you guys are there.
Well, yeah, Pip was there. Yeah, so when I was with Pip, just assume we're all together.
When did she get here?
I'm just standing in the back like Samara. Look, my
she's
hair.
on the ceiling.
This really gives me the creeps. I don't know what it is.
She got her tattoo. Someone said that means you can walk into the dome, and she did.
Wow, thank you.
Did anyone see her eat breakfast?
Thank you. I eat food, thank you.
Mac's still hanging out talking to Harris. He likes that little guy.
Bruce.
Yeah.
When you do get the time, I know it's a rarity for you. I would love to discuss my conversation with Alhura and the ability to have a conversation with Alhura.
It's an anomaly, that's for sure. I plan on having some semblance of discourse with you over the course of the next week.
Right. Excellent.
If that's all, and he picks up his trench coat and starts sliding it on, I have someone to go talk to. Would you like to
where
join
would we
me?
find Irvin?
That's where I'm going.
Oh, can we follow you? This is awkward. It's like when you say goodbye to someone, but you're both going in the same direction.
Is she the one that told us to find Irvin and Dimitri? Or
I was gonna say, yeah, that she told me
She said
to
that,
find Irvin and Dimitri, yeah. Bruce, Alhura told me to speak to Irvin, but she also mentioned Dimitri.
We're still looking for that one.
Right.
There's a lot of Dimitris in town, it turns out.
Yes.
Come on.
Well, maybe next time you speak to her, you can ask for
Only I
last
knew
name.
a group of private investigators.
If only. And he hits the telescope a couple times on a couple of the runes, and the floor begins to open up beneath him. And a series of stairs is revealed.
Wait, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get Mac.
Dash off. Go get Mac.
Yeah, so like I'm telling you, man, we could talk about this all day long, but the bidet is not worth it.
But everybody's saying that like it really. Oh, hey Pip, what's going on, buddy?
Hey Harris. Hey Mac. We're going to meet a new guy. You should come along.
Oh, all right. Like all of us?
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, yeah.
Here, Harris, I got more merits. Here you go. Okay, bye.
What he said. Talk to you
Alright,
later,
do that.
Harris.
Bye.
You know, he's a really nice guy.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, so
All right.
where are we going?
Meet a guy called Irvin. There's this like stairs underneath the telescope.
I say as we're running.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Yeah, we're going.
All right.
Stepping down into the spiral staircase, as Mac is the last one overhead, it shut over as you all enter in. It is dark. It's maybe a dozen feet down. It's really not that big of a spiral staircase. It's just sharp and it's a little uncomfortable. You know how whenever you get into those spiral staircases that are just a little too tight, you kind of have to like step awkwardly.
It's like a poorly designed loft.
How long does it go down like this? Is it
and then you hit the bottom. And he turns around and he turns on a flashlight in his hand. And he like puts it up against his face. Ooh. And he turns around
Veda,
and starts walking down the way.
Veda, what are you worried about? I've been to your home. There are dozens of these.
I don't usually go into them quite often. I don't like the dark, and I don't like closed spaces.
You should have.
I
said
know, very
something.
funny for a mother as a vampire, but
The stairs only go down 12 feet.
Yeah, it's not deep at all.
I'm 7.5 feet tall.
I know.
he just steps and it's he's there.
Nobody catch what Wilhelm just said? No?
Oh no, I heard it.
Yeah.
So
I cast light.
Oh, thank you.
As you all are walking down,
I hold it like up to Veda.
I can see that. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Our
I
fifth
just
level
making
cleric
certain.
cast Dawn.
Daylight. Yeah.
How do you all get anything done?
It's a
We
process.
We don't.
I don't know. I think we've done pretty good.
Isn't that why you were berating us last night?
It might be. And he leads you all down a stone corridor, and eventually, it seems like a really long, like an abnormally long time. And it's just like it's not well maintained. It's kind of dusty. The walls are crudely picked through. It hasn't been stone, like the stone is not worked at all. In fact, whenever you were coming down those steps, it like rattled a bit, like it wasn't actually solidly secured at the bottom. And
those drow down here, I think they'd like it.
After a few minutes, there is a soft blue light that kind of washes over you from around a corner. And as you step around the corner, you see a big portion of that crystal that typically surrounds all of you that has been mined out entirely, except instead of purple, there's purple around the edges, and then there's like blue lightning streaks that are going through it until it permeates the space into this bright blue shining ball in the center of this wall. And underneath it, you can see what looks like a metal hole of some sort. Like metal paneling that's been kind of mishmash, patchworked together. And in the center of it, you can see a figure that is currently like hanging half out, like of the stone. You can see half the face is hanging out, the hair kind of down, tumbling down. One of the arms just kind of like wiping his eye, kind of adjusting his clothes down on the leg. And you see this figure that is light blue skinned. and he has a hoodie, like a semi-modern day hoodie on, with just some jeans. Like he's blue from top to bottom, blue hair, blue skin, blue hoodie with
Blue
like
little house with a blue little window.
It's ridiculous. And he's just
Blue
kind of like
da-da-dee-da-dee-da.
half hanging out of this crystal. And you can see across his face and down his arm scars that look like lightning bolts. And as you all enter in, he just says, "Hey, glad to see you guys. You could bring some friends this time. You got any marshmallows?" "No, I don't have any marshmallows, Irvin."
I have a bagel.
"That would be great."
Okay. So
He just sticks the hand out.
What'd you do for them to put you in here?
"It was an accident. It's fine. They didn't do it. It's part of my condition now."
Okay, here you go.
And he takes it and kind of like, "Would you mind ripping it up a little bit so that way I can actually eat it?"
I was gonna hold it and you just tear off however much you want.
"Oh, thanks." And he
Is
just kind of
half
like,
of his face stuck in the
yeah,
crystal?
literally
Holy shit.
bisected, hanging
Okay.
out, half of
Holy
his body
shit.
hanging out of the crystal.
You're taking all this rather simply.
I've been here for a while. It's been a minute.
How long is it exactly? A minute?
I don't know.
60 seconds.
That's right. Hey, he's smart. You should listen to him.
It's a simile metaphor.
I
Podrick.
don't mean to be rude, friend, but
This
Oh,
is the
hey,
guy?
I'm Irvin.
nice to meet you,
This-
Irvin.
this-
My
this
name's
is-
Mac.
What is happening?
Does that hurt?
I don't know.
Irvin, how do you know Alhora?
She's my wife.
She's one of your wives?
She's my wife.
She's your wife?
Mm-hmm.
She's a wife?
Uh-huh.
You're married to a lich?
Kinda. It's complicated.
All right, the train has left the station.
What the fuck?
What the fuck?
And I think that's a good spot to take our 10-minute break.
Adelaide, your face was stuck in shock for so long, I thought your screen had frozen.
No, I was just horrified.
Thank you guys for joining us so far for a Sinner's Dream. We're going to take 10 minutes, do a bio break, gather some snacks, think about some things for a moment. Be sure to spin your elf eggs.
We need to
get your-
reflect. We're going to be reflecting. Just reflecting.
Poor choice of
Yeah, I'm going to use my bidet. I don't know.
Welcome to a
use your
sinner's
elf eggs.
dream where we need to take a decompression break from the fuckery that's going on.
Yes, fuckery.
Jesus.
Spend your elf eggs.
Spend your elf eggs. Get a
Spend
game.
your elf
Get
eggs.
some
Past
dice.
our quest, which is kind of what we're
Right.
on. And we'll
It's
see.
actually what we're doing to Chuck.
Your money back if you're not pleased.
Irresistible loveliness.
Hilda will never get a Grecian nose by using a beauty soap, but we do hope she gets Henry. And now for the overture to our second act.
It's a tense evening in Kasmar. After restoring an innocent man back to life, torturing a kobold, and attempting to escape the scene of their crimes, perhaps this beautiful dame here will reconsider her choices. The rest decided to make their way to Mabel's shoe shop once again. I wonder why. Why was Wilhelm left alone for so long? Maybe I should ask him for a drink. Maybe if I go down there myself, I can get some answers. This week on A Sinner's Dream.
I don't see anything wrong.
Welcome
with
back.
Going to that kind of bar. Oh, sorry. They cut my beard, okay? It's a good place.
It's all right.
So, we've taken a few moments to gather ourselves, be sure to go check out Foundry, Forge, Tabletop Audio, Dragon Knight Dice, where all you listen to these 6 people panic.
So accurate.
This figure is bisected by blue crystal that fills the entirety of your vision on the top of what looks like metal patchwork paneling. Lightning strikes go through the crystal out to the purple edges of the wall. This blue figure in the center, you can see the lightning scars going up and down his arms, across his face, his blue hair kind of wild off to the side. As he eats a bagel from Pip's hand.
Are you having trouble with that? I know that there's something sort of in your... Do you need me to... Do you need any help?
Oh, what? With what?
Could I possibly remove that crystal from you? It looks fairly painful.
That's not a good idea. And it's hard for me to talk. Bruce kind of speaks up and he kind of like faces away from Irvin and just kind of whispers, "Yeah, we last time we took anything to the wall, people got hurt. So."
But there's got to be a way. I think.
Is Irvin a Vidalcan?
Think.
No. Make a nature check. What'd you get?
It's that one.
For a total of?
Let's see. Nature would be +5 -3. So 3.
Maybe a relative later down the line, but
hey, all Vidalcan are not related, motherfucker. I just asked if he was.
You're the one that asked if he was a Vidalcan, so
I need some time. I think I might be able to help you, but I need some time to think about this.
It's fine there, guy. Okay.
You don't look okay.
It's fine. People come and talk to me, and hey, can you hand me that? And he points over to a paddleball board on a table nearby.
Yeah, I got you.
You get bored of bowling a cup?
I got really good at it really quickly. As you hand it to him, he begins to.
I might be able to help you. Bruce, when you tried to get him away from this, did you cast any spells on the wall itself, or was it on him directly?
Yes, and we also took
Both?
machinery to it.
Both. Yes. What happened when you tried to stop it?
And he kind of like faces away from Irvin. Dude, you're gonna make him upset, and that's not
sorry.
Gonna be a good thing.
I'm sorry. I just was thinking maybe I could warp him away.
It doesn't work.
So is the other half of you just encased in the crystal, or is the other half of you on her side?
Yes.
Oh, so you can speak to her?
Yeah, sometimes. She comes and goes. She has business to do, you know.
We don't. I don't know. You see, and Wilhelm is just like tapping his foot, just getting more and more annoyed.
I'm really sorry. Is there anything I could do to help your annoyance? Like I don't.
It's not. No, it's not you. Your situation is unfortunate, and I feel for you. Also, to my friend's points, you're handling it very well, and I think that is admirable.
It's easy.
He's
And
always
he puts
very annoyed.
He puts a hand out, and there's rainbow-colored light that just kind of tethers all of you together as you all are under the effect of emboldening bond via Peace Cleric. So you all get a D4 to any of your checks moving forward.
Okay. Like indefinitely? How long does it?
I think it lasts like an hour. I'd have to check.
Oh, that's not bad.
That's really cool. That's really pretty.
What,
I'm
your
glad
wife?
you get to talk
It
to your
lasts a
wife.
minute while we're within 30 feet of that guy.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm going to gesture to Harold and say, well, your wife spoke to our friend here, and she told us
she
to
actually
find
killed
you.
me first.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. I don't think that was on purpose, though. She doesn't purposely kill people unless she absolutely has to.
Oh no! Don't get me wrong. I don't believe she meant me any harm. I made a bit of a mistake, and I believe part of her may have just simply been defending itself.
Probably.
So you are. So you knew Alhora before before Kasmar, yeah?
Oh,
Do you think they got married now?
Actually, she looks. You and her have a lot in common. I can see it in your face.
Me.
She had wings once that were really pretty, and it took some work to get her to get like the ones that actually let her fly. But we got there.
So how did she find herself in this state?
It was a thing. It was a whole thing. It's complicated, and I don't actually know I'm not the smartest person in the world, so I can't give you all the details.
Can you at least try to explain it like, I don't know, like we're kids?
And and Malik kind of stops and just goes, guys. And he turns to Irvin and he just says, do you have the energy to tell him the whole story? He just goes, yeah, I just woke up. It's fine. Okay. And he goes over to the table and pours himself a cup of water, pours a second cup of water and takes it over to Irvin, who proceeds to just kind of like dribble it into his mouth as best he can.
Can you get that guy a straw or something? That's just mean.
You know how it is down here sometimes. It's hard. I'll tell you what. You guys are fine. You guys have Veda here, and I'll be right back with the straw. And he takes off.
That's
great.
Oh, you guys are fine.
Veda's fine. Veda's here. You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Oh, it's all cool. Veda's here. Why not?
Met her yesterday. She seems like
now
the
that he's
moral
gone,
compass.
let us end this man's misery.
100%. Click. Hey, friend.
Oh my god.
All right, Mac. Bad cop. Let's go.
Finally, someone finds a stay-at-home husband, and now he's half the man he used to be.
Well, I'm actually the whole man I used to be still. You don't have to be a jerk.
This
I
ain't
like
the
to- I
fucking
like
time
making
for
friends.
puns. This
No,
man
just
is
saying.
cut in half by fucking Crystal. He's
Not
married to
cut in
some...
half.
What
That's
the
fine.
fuck, then?
Let me start from the beginning, as much as I can.
Please. Pod, are you getting all this?
Hold on. And I take out the little box. I like. All right, go ahead.
I met Alhora whenever we were teenagers, and we were in school. She was a tinkerer. She was part of the Tinkers Club. She was very cute. She was very sweet to me. She went out on one of our adventuring missions that we have to go on, and some things happened. She wasn't very sure of herself for a long time, and it was rough, to say the least. Whenever she would get too excited, she would unintentionally hurt people. And whenever I say excited, I mean upset.
Right,
After-
I believe I felt a bit of that last night.
Kind of. We had a lot of good times, and it was fun. We made a lot of friends. And for a little while, we just sailed around, just being together. It was really nice, very calm. And we came to Kasmar because I was supposed to build a new airship. And he kind of like taps his foot with a loud ting 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 underneath him. He says, "This used to be part of the hull." And God, I'm talking this long. It's really hard sometimes. And things are fine. Everything is good. And we found this crystal. And he kind of like taps it overhead. I don't know what it is, but it wasn't good apparently. And so as you know, we got married already. We've been married for a couple of years by the time we got to Kasmar, and she started studying it, and there were some things that started coming out of it. We had some shades that were coming out. Some scary looking people were scaring people and killing people. It wasn't a good time for anybody. It was a bad time. Really, really bad time. And so we did what we could to stop it, but it turned out that as we were killing them, we were killing people. And it made her upset. And it caught the attention of one of the churches. I don't know who it was, but there was a church that got the attention. And she said that she knew someone from the church from a long time ago. Someone that she thought was apparently an imaginary friend named Ragani. And as things progressed, she got a threat. And the city wouldn't have survived the threat. And so I came and I helped her and I did what I could. I just did the thing. The thing about all this is that I just did what she said because she's really, really, really smart. Like, really smart. I don't know how the hell she married me. Why the fuck she married me? I'm stupid. But I'm sky touch, so it worked out. And I don't know. And you can see, like, as he's starting to speak now, you can see the crystal actually beginning to spark around him a little bit. And you can see that ribbon of light that kind of connects all of you waver for a moment.
Irvin. Not that I didn't have a very terrible experience doing this very same thing yesterday. Would it be easier? It sounds like speaking like this is a little bit difficult for you. Would it be easier if I could hear what you were thinking and you could think it to me and I could relay it to the group?
We could try. I don't know. I don't know how the crystal's gonna react.
Right. Maybe
I'm gonna nudge Willem to bring out the diamonds he took.
Right. Perhaps not just yet then.
Where was I? Sorry.
You were saying
there was a
that
threat.
The threat came, and you did what you were told.
Right. And she told me, and I didn't really like what she had to say about it. She said that it was probably going to tear her apart to save everyone, and I didn't. And I tried to stop it, and this is how I wound up here.
So you were torn apart instead?
No, I'm still me. I'm still here.
Oh, she was torn apart, yes.
I don't know what all that means. That's what I mean. She comes and visits me on the other side, and he like points, he like taps the crystal again. I talk to her like almost every day. It's really nice.
Is it always the same version of her? I mean, the same part of her?
It's her, so I don't care.
Do you notice though? I'm not suggesting that you wouldn't love every part of your wife. I'm just suggesting that perhaps you'd know the difference between perhaps an emotion that comes across as one part of her, or
it's wholly her. I think. Again, I'm not the smartest.
I'm going to ask some questions that I will try to keep brief for you.
Here's some more water. Here you go.
And Bruce comes back with a straw.
The threat. Was it... Did it have to do with the crystal? Was it about destroying the crystal itself?
I don't know. She just... I don't know.
Why
I can ask her. You may ask her?
Yes, I would love to speak with her.
Okay. That's dangerous for you.
Yes, remember the last one of us who was able to speak with her? I had to die to do that.
Well, I mean, we're kind of already there, aren't we?
Well, here's a thought. Perhaps if Wilhelm happened to be around while she was on the other side with you, is there any way you'd be willing? I'm sure you'd like to not talk business with your wife when you do get to see her, but perhaps if you could have the discussion between the two of them.
I can try. It's usually not very long. It's usually only here for a few moments, so it's enough to say I love you.
Max storms out of the room.
Why don't you just say that to her?
What, I love you? I do every time I see her.
I follow Mac.
What do you know about Dimitri?
I love Dimitri. Dimitri's my best friend.
Do you know where we might can find him?
Nope.
On this side.
No idea.
What does he
Check
look like?
What about his surname?
Finwild. Finwild's Fineries. He does a lot of silk work, I think.
Is that
I look at Bruce. Is that new information?
He just he looks around. He looks at based off of his expression. Yeah, he's like.
I just whisper him like.
Yeah. Do we know that shop between me and Pip?
I'm sorry.
Between Pip and I, do we know that shop?
That would be a history check for both of you.
Finally, a good enough roll. It's not going to matter.
Through my D20. Through my D20, don't know where it went.
All right, so that's 18 with a 4 on the D4. And then history.
It's a 1 through 20. Come on, Pip.
It's really tough, man.
There we
go. Sorry, I don't. It's less than Harold.
Yeah, so that's an 18
9.
plus a 4 on the D4 plus 11
minus 3.
Yeah, so 22 plus 11 is 33. Minus 3 is a 30. A cool 30.
9. Nailed it.
Finwild? Finwild's Fine Clothing is a shop at the docks that is shady as fuck. It's the rundown, apparently haunted.
Your friend Dimitri, he a particularly dangerous fellow, would you say?
Oh, definitely. Don't let him point a gun at you.
Right. Well, thankfully I have a Minotaur for that. Well,
I didn't catch your guys' names. I'm
sorry, Harold Johnson. Yes, I know. You thought you had it rough.
Wilhelm Weisskrus.
That's really hard to say with half a mouth, so I'm just gonna call you Will. Is that okay?
No, it is not.
I'm sorry, Wilhelm. I'll call you Wilhelm.
I'm Pip.
Nice to meet you, Vita. Nice to meet you, Pip. Now we know everybody's names, we can all just be friends, right?
Well, the big one is Mac. that left. He has stomach
There were-
problems.
The
There
other
were two
big
red
one.
ones.
The one with the horns. Oh wait, no, that doesn't work either.
No, that doesn't help much either.
The sharp horns were Mac.
The one
the
with the hat.
antlers.
Yes, and
the
the
Atlas
little
with
one
Patrick.
is Podrick.
Padre. That one's really hard to say like this too.
Hmm. The big one, Mac, has got a bit of a temper, but so does your wife, apparently. Have you heard of something called the blue streak?
That was what we used to call her whenever she was in combat.
Okay.
Rapid response unit then.
Sometimes she's very fast, and she's super cool, and she can figure out like whenever she figured out how to make herself fly with sound, like that was super cool.
Irvin, I just don't understand. Why go to all this? What did you gain from this crystal? To go to sacrifice your entire lives, to sacrifice an entire city to protect it.
Oh no, we're not dead.
Then where are we?
Kasmar.
Yeah, but what is outside of Kasmar?
Kasmar?
How did we get to Kasmar?
That's a question for her.
Infuriating.
I'm sorry. I wish I could give you
it's
more
not your
information,
fault,
'cause
Irvin. I
I'm
don't
just-
blame you. I don't. I promise you I don't.
The particulars of it is very confusing to me, and I don't understand math very well. So,
I have a question. A little different. So you said the bad things were coming out of the crystal. And you were trying to stop the bad things coming out of the crystal. Are bad things still coming out of the crystal?
I don't know. I don't really get to go anywhere, so.
I didn't know since you could can you feel stuff? I didn't know. Maybe if you knew.
I mean, I can feel this.
Right.
Like.
But this is the crystal, yeah, that you're stuck in. This is the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would see if something bad comes out of it, yeah.
Yeah, but there's nothing that comes near this, like the blue spot, other than her. So.
Okay. And what color was the crystal when you first found it?
Purple.
Okay, so purple. Okay, cool. Okay, so if you see her and you get longer than an I love you moment, which is very important, can you ask her if there's anything we need to stop on the inside?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's all.
One more question for your beloved from me. Tell her the blue man she killed would like to know if there is any safer way to speak to her than, well, dying.
If she knows, I'll let you know. So we haven't been able to figure that out. Bruce here, Mr. Malik, has been asking for that for a long time.
The little music box in front of Wilhelm is just.
Lastly, Irvin, and this is a question for you, not Alvora.
You can call her Allie next time you see her. She prefers Allie.
I will try to remember that. Don't get me wrong. She was delightful when we actually got the opportunity to meet. However, I would not like to see her again in that manner in the near future or any future ever again. However, question for you. Is there anything we can do for you to make your life as it is a bit more comfortable, bearable?
And before you answer, I will be back. It's okay. I'll keep you company sometime.
Yay! I like having friends. Then you can feel that
can be
emboldening
arranged.
bond like tighten a little bit around you, Pip.
Are you a reader by chance?
No.
No. Well,
It's okay, Harold. I got some ideas.
My favorite food is marshmallows.
Have you ever played a game called Chubby Bunny?
I have. I'm really good at it. Well, maybe not these days, but I used to be really good at it.
But where does it go after you've eaten it?
He like
You know what? You know
he
what?
like smacks his butt cheek.
Yep. I don't.
Some questions
It's
are best
out.
yet
Like
left
it's
unanswered.
out. Like we can. I also know how to do the. And he snaps a couple times, and like his clothing and his hair kind of fixes itself.
And who granted you these powers?
That's a complicated question. Are you aware of the plane of air?
Am I aware of the plane of air?
Ah, you're a Genasi.
Half, yeah. My dad's side.
Well, this side was. Oh, I see what you did there.
No, like legitimately, I'm half air Genasi.
And half what?
Half elf.
If I may
Crystal.
ask. Lovely.
Crystal. Ha. It's funny. My last name is Armakir, which means crystal flower or gem flower in Elven.
Okay.
A bit on the nose, don't you think?
It's a little awkward, but
maybe
you know,
halfway over the nose.
I appreciate marshmallows, though. You don't have to, spend all your life down here like I do. It's okay. I'm getting used to it.
Yes, well, someone's got to hold it together, right?
Unfortunately, my face is starting to hurt a little, so I'm gonna have to stop talking for a little while.
That's perfectly fine, friend.
Bruce, I am sorry if we took up all of his time with you, but it sounds like we have at least gotten another lead.
Yeah. No, this has been good. Irvin, it's always good to see you, bud. Yeah. Nice to see you too, Bruce. Can you bring marshmallows next time, please? Maybe some hot chocolate. I'll see what I can do.
Just some water.
Before we go.
I think Pip deserves at least 20 more merits for that, but and I'll storm out as well after Mac.
Mac and Harold. Not Harold. Mac and Podrick.
Mac is steaming.
Where's he going?
Like went up the stairs, out of the dome, back into the speakeasy.
Okay.
Yeah. Podrick follows you.
Steaming cow pie.
He's not very happy either. The whole thing. Although he didn't follow you right away. He stayed behind and sort of listened by the door for a little while, but he just didn't want to be in there. And I look at Wilhelm.
Box on the way out.
Thank you. And I take it and just put it in my pocket, and just sort of.
And I like pour myself a cup of like cold coffee at this point. Well, the good news is apparently Irvin does not believe that we are dead.
No one should take advantage of somebody like that. He didn't know what was going on and he tried to help. And now he's fucking stranded, cut in half. And that woman has the audacity to come to him and say, I love you?
Mac, I think that is one way of looking at it, but he also did say fairly repeatedly he just didn't. It's not that he wasn't told or wasn't warned or anything like that. He just didn't understand. And also, from his own words, he got in the way of what was going on, and that's how he ended up here. When he decided not to listen, that's when he was put in danger. I happen to know something about that, believe it or not. He made a poor decision, despite trying to be helpful.
He made a poor
decision. And he ended
decision.
up in a bad place.
No, he made a poor decision because he did not have information. No one explained it to him. You can explain things to people simply, at least to a point where you can get it.
How do we know she knew what was going on necessarily?
Don't
We're
you
jumping
see
to conclusions awfully quickly?
Don't you see what's going on here? She didn't tell him enough, and that happened to him. We weren't told enough, and this has happened to us. Mabel kept me in the dark for who the fuck knows how long.
Ah, there's the other shoe drops.
No, it's not shoes. It's not anything about
yes,
that.
Sorry, poor choice of words.
No, what this is that someone has
Patrick just looks at you.
Someone has more answers, and they're just not telling. And I'm 3 fucking steamers away from fucking up a whole bunch of shit here.
All right, well, in that case, Mac, let me go get some answers.
And what the fuck was he talking about that you wouldn't want to talk to her? And what the fuck is this about wings? And why'd you get that weird look on your face? What aren't you telling us?
He said I would like to talk to her. And I think the reason why he said this is because she is, like myself, Kasmar. And from the sounds of it, she is like our friend Bryasos. But she was born with that.
Do we know about Regani as a group? Out of game? No? Okay.
I, on the other hand, was not. Maybe a little, somewhere. But my wings are not mine. They belong to my imaginary friend. My roommate.
Again?
She mentioned an imaginary friend.
Yeah. Well, he is an angel, a solar, a Lathander, known as the Absolute Flame, Regani. And it is him, at this moment, in his divine retribution, that is currently burning the world outside.
Mac is just grabbing bottles.
I'm sorry, so your roommate is burning the world down?
Your imaginary friend's her imaginary friend, and he's setting fire to everything?
Do you think she's trying to stop him?
To be honest, I am not certain. It is, Regani is not a person like you and me. Although he is troubled at the loss of connection to whatever divine being he answered to. He's built for a purpose, Mac, not unlike yourself, and that is to enact fury of his god.
Well, then if he's enacting the fury of his god against this other fucking winged person who has us all trapped in here, that pretty much settles who's on whose side.
I don't see how that's the case at all. We have zero information and you're just deciding that. That's not how research works. That's not how anything works. Harold is like, no one in this group has ever seen Harold angry before. That statement made Harold angry.
So you're saying that willingly joining this group here, like when we were all asked, you jumped at the choice
to learn, to find answers.
To what end?
That's the point.
She puts people that don't know anything in danger.
So do about 1 million other people every day.
Yeah, but they don't have an angry retribution angel trying to kill them. Generally, what I think that means, she done something bad, and a god who's good wants her dead.
How many times have we done something and the people who are supposed to be retributive have come after us at no fault of our own?
Yeah, how many of them?
I can think of 3 occasions in the last week.
Yeah, how many of them people are like, angels of fire that are on some vengeance aspect of like the divine?
If Regani did that to her, what's stopping Regani from doing that to Willem?
What did she do to Regani? Regani is trapped here just like we are, no?
Yes.
So what does he feel about the situation?
Maybe we should go find out. But I don't know that he can be here.
You mean in the other world?
I don't know. Perhaps the wards built against Celestials. He's never spoken to me down here. If anything, I feel he would have piped up when Irvin was there. But you have to understand that there is a part of that power that is perpetually attempting to push its way outside of me and burn everything around me. So I can't just let myself go, particularly in a crowded room with my friends nearby.
Honestly, at this point, Wilhelm, I'd kind of welcome it. I don't get any of this shit.
Well, then, Mac, do it for me. And perhaps we go up top and try to find some answers, yeah?
In a large open field.
Preferably. At least 30 feet.
I adjust my belt. It's made of like glass, and there's like a question mark on it. Wilhelm, why didn't you tell us?
I don't know, but I didn't know what to do with the information. When Regani spoke to me, it was from a place of pride. And I don't know what the purpose is. I don't know if he can help us. I didn't know what the connection was, other than that he was potentially destroying whatever this prison is for us. So I guess to Harold's point, I just wanted to know why. That, and of course, it's a little embarrassing, yeah.
Well, we've all got things that we're embarrassed of, friend. I'll go with you, if you want.
Mac pulls out one of his revolvers and he's just kind of looking at it, just spinning the cylinder.
Whoa, you're pointing that at me. Be careful.
Look, this is all I know. This thing's made of metal. Things you press the trigger and things happen. This talk of magic and the divine and retribution, like hidden knowledge, and this is all way above my pay grade.
Maybe you need a raise.
Oh, Mac. And I just slap him on the back. You'll be fine. And besides, I think you'll get along.
I feel like I'm being outpaced by this world.
As the reality is, Mac, as we have been. We're very much in a game of catch-up right now. But look at me. And you know me. In the end, we will do the right thing. And we will save people.
Well, then I say fuck this place, and let's go talk to your whatever the fuck he is, Angel of Retribution.
Is there any beer back there?
No, that was last night before you all got in here.
He drinks quite a bit. Anyways,
You can
outside
talk
we
to
go.
Harris about it. Maybe he's got some. Yeah, by the way, that little guy, he didn't have them invisibility belts you're talking about.
Yeah, I'll take it up with him later.
Wait, did you say invisibility belt?
Yes,
Yeah.
you remember Yintress? She was like teleporting from place to place. She had all this cool equipment. It was significantly better than what we have.
Yes, well, I actually made an invisibility belt last night. I thought it was, this morning. I haven't tried it out yet. Would you like to be my guest? I handed over the
Again,
back.
more information we could have used. Can we just be fucking straight with everybody here?
I just made it. It's a prototype. Never mind. I just put it back around my waist.
Let's go talk to this fucking Angel, Wilhelm.
Well, not with that tone.
Oh. There's gonna be tone.
As
Oh, Mac, you are. Be careful.
As you all gather yourselves and start gathering your things, is there anything you'd like to do before you leave the?
I have to go have a word with Harris just very quickly.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, Harris, good buddy.
He just he's sitting there, just currently just pilling an ear of corn.
Like
shucking it.
Interesting
So
choice.
random.
Yes. Yeah. So Harris, good to see you. I know Mac came by. He was looking for some things. I apologize. I know he was a little drunk this morning. Thank you for taking care of that. So I'm curious because several times before we arrived, we encountered Miss Interest. I'm not certain if you remember her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice lady.
Oh yes, well, she's wonderful. So she had like all these gadgets that let her like blink from place to place and turn invisible.
Uh-huh.
What
Well,
does
the
those
invisibility
go
was her. The invisibility was her own thing.
for? Okay. What about the bouncy bit?
I don't know. You act like I remember shit.
Okay. This is why I hate this place. Okay, well, apparently, okay, how about this? I got into a fight. I've got 15 mats. Got into a fight with the fire elemental. It didn't, didn't go as... Is that anything you have better than
and
these?
He proceeds to hop down off of the table, leaving the ear of corn on the counter. And he walks over down the counter a good distance, stops, turns around, looks at you. Got it. And he opens up one of the drawers nearby, and he pulls out a set of pulls out a box, like a briefcase. He closes the drawer with a foot and kind of slams it closed and walks over, sits it on the counter and says, "These bad boys are exactly what you're looking for." He spins it around, opens up the briefcase, and inside there is this velvet-lined briefcase with a set of silver knuckles.
Harris, you squirrely little bastard, I love you.
You just said that you hate this place. Do you love
Yes,
it? Do you hate it?
I hate this place, but I love you.
That's so sweet. Don't worry, though. I'm married.
To whom?
So now the question is his old one said, repent, and these ones say, you're forgiven?
No, these ones just say repent +1.
Repent.
Yeah, pent and repent. These ones are just pent.
I don't know what they say. I haven't decided yet. We can talk about it. Whatever's funniest.
I have a pair of silver paperweights for you.
I'll tell you what. And he closes them up, clasps them up, spins the dial on it, locks it. I'll take all your merits now, and the merits for your next 3 jobs, and you can have these.
Next 3 jobs? How good are they?
Pretty good.
You see how it is that you can spend merits?
Yep.
Give them all of mine.
Are you sure there, Mac?
Yeah, I am.
Positive?
Yeah.
But there's no reason to not give him all the merits for the next 3 jobs, considering this is the only place he can spend them. So why? It seems like quite the odd bargain to me.
I mean, unless all of you want to split the cost of this guy. It's 45 merits right here.
Yeah, well, if you take all mine, that means it's 30.
But what if you guys want some cool
Where is
stuff,
it? What is he trying to
we
sell
should get
us?
something from this
You have
bargain.
no idea.
It's just a mystery. It's a mystery box. Okay.
It's just the briefcase with the set of brass knuckles and the silver knuckles.
How many merits do I have?
You have 18.
I have 13. You can have mine.
I'll put in 10.
I'm keeping mine.
I just spent all mine.
That's 10, 15, plus your 18. That's what?
Enough.
That's enough.
Pip is saving for that bubble gum that comes in the circle,
In the little bubble.
like 100 feet. Yeah.
No, he's saving for the Xbox on the top shelf.
Just an empty box, but I don't know that yet.
It's an empty box.
Were you just unable to name bubble tape? Is that
Bubble tape, thank you.
It is. It is
God.
exactly
It's like, it's not Big Chew. It's not Big Chew. It's the Rocky one.
Yeah, Big League Chew's the tobacco one. Yeah.
He's like, go ahead and mark off your merits if you have them marked down somewhere. And he just goes, here you go. He smacks it. Codes 1, 2, 3.
Mark off your electrum, everybody.
Right. No
1,
more
2,
credits.
3.
That's the same as my luggage.
What do I
don't make the rules.
What do you have for 8 merits?
8?
Don't sleep on Harris, guys.
He looks at you for a second. I got you. And he goes over to one of the counters and just one of the lockers and ping, poof, poof, and it opens up and he pulls out a bag that's, it looks like a shopping bag. And he sets it on the counter. 8 merits.
I peek inside.
Inside, it is full of cloth, fuzzy cloth.
Bag
All right.
of shag carpet holding.
Are you gonna pull it out?
Sure, I put the 8 merits on the table. I trust you.
Do you have
as
anything
you-
that can keep people alive?
We'll get there. As you pull them out, it looks like horn cozies.
Oh, this
Oh
is
my
fantastic. Oh, I put them right on.
Like
Yes.
knit or like
Yeah,
beard
like knit.
cozy fabric? Okay.
No, like hand knit horn cozies.
It was so chilly in here.
Oh, you should see what else they do. I don't know what they do though. You gotta find out yourself.
You should see what else they do, so that you can tell me what the fuck they do.
I will. I'll let you know. I tap them and I just start attuning.
There's no need to. They don't need to.
There's nothing. They're
Oh,
just
okay.
warm.
What do they do? I'm gonna try to do a cartwheel.
Do mine need attunement?
Yours
I
do
try-
need attunement.
I try to do a cartwheel. Does anything happen?
As you do the cartwheel, they change colors rapidly.
Oh, scintillating.
I don't think that's how that word is.
I don't think that's the right word.
Oh, that is quite troublesome. I don't think I will unhear that for a while.
Scintillating.
Scintillating.
I guess they are like a second set of fuzz
No,
over
that's
the-
quite enough. No need to analyze it any further.
Like
All
worn
right.
condoms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pip will sidle up. I have
Well, on
20.
that note.
And what can I get you, sir?
I don't know. I have 20 merits, so you do your thing.
Well, do you want that ring from last time? Need 10 more.
Yeah, this is it. I don't have enough, so you just do your thing.
All right. And he
If I
just
would have
proceeds.
given you mine.
He starts like running up and down the aisles very quickly, just like sprinting, and he just slaps a locker, and it just. He goes over to it. And he starts digging through. You can hear tinkling of glass. And he pulls out a glove with a big glass bulb on the back, and he just goes, "All right." And he walks over to you and he sets it on the counter.
20 merits, I guess.
Okay. Slip that glove on him.
It doesn't fit.
Immediately, first off, it's a perfect fit. How dare you? Second, the goop from your skin begins to build inside.
Nifty.
Ooh, what is it with you and me and gloves, man?
I don't know. You're the one that keeps giving them to me.
All right, out of context, that sentence just didn't work, but like.
They love
Anyway.
gloves.
You don't ask me. I just
you
take it
said
and roll with it.
things to keep people alive?
Yes, just in theory, if someone were to ever, cast a very dangerous spell and off themselves, something to maybe stop that. Or at least like a band-aid,
So do you want
That's-
it to cancel the spell or do you want a band-aid? Because I could do both.
I don't know much about magic, so maybe something more physical.
Well, both are physical.
That's true.
How many merits do you have again? 18? 13.
13.
Well, she helped paid for Wilhelm, so. No.
I did pay for Willem's thing. But you can have mine in the future. Or maybe if you have any bumps and bruises, I can come and fix them up for you.
So, do you want to give up your merits for the next couple jobs? Because I can get you something real nice.
Yeah, that would be fine. I don't see why not.
So you want people to not die around you? Just so I'm clear.
Yes.
All right, and he like pulls open a drawer that seems to go a little bit further than it should. Like it's a little bit deeper than the actual counter is. It's a little awkward to look at. And he pulls out what looks like a it's like a shawl, but it's made out of metal.
Okay.
Like a flexible metal shawl. And he just kind of sits it on the counter.
What does it do?
I don't know.
Do I wear it or does someone else wear it?
That would be you.
Oh, all right. Yeah, she'll kind of shrug it around her shoulders.
It's cool to the touch, but comfortable.
Thank you. I guess. I think.
You're welcome.
Do you know what this does, Harold?
And it's at this point that a figure appears next to you all, specifically next to Veda. As you see a probably about 6 foot tall, very tanned figure, shirt missing, rippling abs, pants nice and pleated, as Bryathos stands there and just goes, "Hello, I don't think we've met.
Hello, I'm Veda Bennett.
Nice to meet you."
Hand up. Avoiding the abs. It's not like she's like purposely. She's just like, hello.
Yeah. He shakes your hand.
How long you been in the Shaded Lilies?
Wilhelm just puts the knuckles on. Says, "Yeah, great. Great. Oh, and nice. Looks like we finally got a healer." And I will just walk past and just shove Bryathos into the wall as I do.
Make a strength check and add a plus 2.
Come at me. My strength isn't that good.
I think I'll just look over to Patrick or Mac and just.
Okay, there we go.
Do we not like him?
Oh, 18.
18. As you shove him, he just goes completely over the counter onto Harris's side, and Harris immediately turns bright red. And he just goes, Bryathos, get the fuck away from my counter. And he starts stomping. And as he does, the floor begins to quake. And it picks him up by
that's enough drama for today.
his neck.
God, I love that guy.
Tosses him onto the counter and shoves him off.
Harris does?
Uh-huh.
Awesome.
Wilhelm's just like looking at the knuckles the whole time. He's not even looking, but he's just hearing it, and he's just like, man, I love Harris. He's the best part of this place.
I think we're all right, I reply.
Anybody else? Anybody else want anything? Mac has said fuck it, so whatever. Harold, did I get you something? Did you want something?
Oh, I'm good. And I tip the trilby.
Right. All right, well.
Out of game, Chuck, so it would track in my sheet as having psychic resistance. I just stuck the armor of psychic resistance in there.
Accurate.
There's no other bonuses to it, so I figured it didn't make any difference.
That's fine.
There's unfortunately D&D Beyond does not yet have trilby of psychic resistance.
Doesn't have tinfoil trilby of psychic resistance.
Truly a shame. I can't believe that was overlooked.
I'll homebrew one up real quick and add it.
I was gonna say it'll be real easy. Give me a minute.
Hey, Harris, pardon me. Do you just got a notepad I can write something on real quick?
Yeah, and he pulls out a notepad, and it's
that'll be 25 merits.
Yeah, just give me a second. Just
you
write
need
quick.
To write with.
Oh yeah, I lost my pen.
And he pulls out a pen, sets it on the counter. It's got like a long feather on the end.
That's fancy. Matches your tux.
It's just like a Bic pen that's
with a
got
feather
a feather tied to it.
Just writes a quick note, tears it off, folds it in half, writes Mabel on it, and hands the note and the pen back to Harris. Can you make sure she gets that for me, buddy?
Sure. He just he crumbles it up and tosses it over your shoulder.
Tell me she's right there.
I turn around.
Oh,
she's not.
Okay, good.
Are you gonna watch where that note goes?
Nope.
Okay.
Pip is.
Pip, you watch as it sails over directly into a half orc who is he's pushing a cart full of mail, and he just kind of watches it land, unfolds it, sets it down on the top, and keeps going.
Well done.
Does anybody else have anything?
I actually don't
like
quite mind this place, and I still think Harris is the best thing about it.
No, I appreciate you guys. You're very uplifting.
Don't ever change, Harris. And I walk out.
That's what they call us, the uplifters.
That's a terrible name.
Well, we're working on it. We're workshopping it, Harris.
Do you even uplift, bro?
He uplifted Bryathos pretty easy.
That guy.
Vito.
All right.
One other quick thing before we leave. Sorry.
Okay. No, you're good.
As we're leaving, Harold would like to try to pull Mac aside. Mac, I would like to say something, and I would like you to allow me to finish it before you react to it. Is that okay?
Hit me.
You said something back there. A few things, actually, that rather made me a bit angry, and I'm not used to that as a feeling. But of all the things you said that angered me, there was one that kind of stood out the most. You repeatedly and without end act like you are not intelligent enough to comprehend anything that is going on at any given time other than violence and and treachery, and you say that all the time, and maybe you aren't me and you haven't read every book that Kasmar potentially has in its existence, but you are without a doubt the most intuitive and the word escapes me at the moment, but the kind of intelligence you have is more valuable 9 out of 10 than what myself or Wilhelm or any of us have. Well, I mean, Veda might be an exception. Saving lives is good. What infuriated me more than anything else that you said was the fact that you keep selling yourself so short. You have the capability to understand. You just need to look at it beyond that first level of the surface.
Look,
and that's what makes me angry.
Well, I appreciate what you're saying, but that intuition you're talking about, that comes from a very bad place of always looking over your shoulder and trying to dodge bullets. It's not some savvy book learning or anything like that. I had to protect the people, and it was the only thing I can do. I'm built for one thing, and I'm not saying I'm stupid. Just all this magic shit is just way above what I understand. You can't teach an old bull new tricks.
I'm going to wholeheartedly and entirely disagree with that. And I'm going to prove it to you.
Well, let's see if I get incinerated by an angel of justice. Then we'll talk.
Right. I think I'll be first on the menu, but we'll find out on the other side then, shall we?
Nah. I don't think I used the word justice.
You didn't.
Okay, good.
First lesson, retribution and justice, not the same thing.
Two different things.
Depends who you talk to.
Is there we looking at the maps that we had, is there a portal that gets us relatively close to my apartment?
Let's see. Not too terribly far. I think the closest would probably still be the one that's next to the bar, like Larry's bar, and even then, that's still like almost a 15-minute walk. So,
there is something I'd like to do before I leave.
What's up?
I want to go into the armory.
Okay.
And I want to check to see if the blue streak is still here.
In the armory?
Yes.
Make a perception check.
Right. I'm also going to take this time, I guess however long it takes, to shift my armor back into Guardian form.
That'll take a full hour.
Full hour?
I actually think he did that
we don't have the time.
in the last in the last session.
Yeah, you definitely
did. I?
That was I think the first thing you did when we got back was
Correct.
you were tired of being in infiltrator form.
Thank you. Yes.
And your perception check was a total of?
It was a 13.
So going into the armory and just kind of peeking in and around, there are various different people that have their racks pulled up, very power armor style, with armor currently like hanging from them piecemeal. You can see bits of leather that have the metal that are currently being like riveted into. But for the most part, anything that you see that is black metal armor, you do not see any sort of lightning streaks on.
So she's no longer here.
She was never here to begin with. What you were seeing was a different area entirely inside of the crystal through the telescope.
What? Right before I died. I know it's a blur.
I see.
Out of game, what you were looking at.
Yeah, that was like her own workshop. Thing.
Yeah, that was her own. Well, it was a workshop. Yes.
It was a workshop. Yeah. But she was alone.
Workshop that she was
alone in the workshop with multiple types of armor currently like splayed around with pieces of it kind of coming out of metal feet.
I thought I saw her here. Sorry, that's my own confusion.
It was Alhura in the workshop with the wrench.
Really? All right. Well, in that case, I gotta move on.
All right. So, as you all leave the Shaded Lilies, I need a wisdom saving throw from everyone, please.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You thought I'd forget.
Nope.
Ooh,
No, I
16.
didn't. I just hate rolling wisdom.
Beta, that's a failure.
Oh shit! I got an 18.
Plus?
That 17 plus 1.
That is a failure.
15.
18 is a failure? Fuck.
I think it was only Willem because he rolled like a natural 20. Like,
Yeah, you rolled
it's
like
got to be at
26,
least a
27.
19. Yeah.
20 stupid.
6.
Anybody else?
15.
Anybody get over a 20?
No.
You are all under the effect of the gas.
Including Willem, since he's come back. Okay. So it's
Every
like
time you leave,
it's every
yep.
time then.
Wilhelm,
Okay.
did you? Yeah, you got a 13. Okay, cool. So
We don't
as you all-
forget. We
every
just
time.
can't talk about it.
Correct. So
Okay.
the stipulation is you can't talk about it to people that are within, that are not a part of the Shaded Lilies, outside of the Shaded Lily space.
Hey,
Is
I've got a
it-
fun, really reckless way to decide if someone we're talking to is part of the Shaded Lilies.
Yeah, is it knowingly, or is it like if we just happen to say Ahura and like we don't experience pain, we're like, hey. That's the question. Is it like had we mentioned something to the art guy, not knowing he was a part of it, do we still like get hurt?
What we're going to find out very soon.
One of you spoke about it to the guy, to Robert. You guys spoke about it to Robert, and it still popped off and hurt. I think it was Padraig.
Okay, so it's only if we know they're.
But it wasn't because you were speaking to him specifically. It was because
we were speaking around a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Because we were
I
around
was
Veda.
right there. Yeah, and I hadn't been initiated yet.
Yep, correct. And the kobold.
Yeah, the kobold.
So, as you all make your way through that dark tunnel, the darkness that is encroaching constantly, overbearing and putting your your hair on end, you feel that weight on you of knowledge that indicates the situation at hand, and you find yourself walking out into that grayscale light. It's an odd sensation after having been inside the Shaded Lilies for an extended period of time, instead of going from kind of that purple washed color that is down inside this cavern. You find yourself steeped in gray. Where would you
Well,
like?
I know a park we can go to, or do you want to go to your place?
Yeah, no, let us go to my place, and we'll go from there. So we'll start, I guess, the 15-minute walk.
Are you gonna grab any beer on the way?
I will stop. Yes.
We're not sure if he deserves it yet.
It's probably about 2:00 in the afternoon, and as you all make your way through the streets, going past people picking up the beer along the way at one of the side shops, you find yourself stepping into a space that is warm. You see the old man down on the corner that kind of looks up and recognizes you, Wilhelm, as he just says, "Bright Eyes, it's good to see you again, son."
Possibly. How are you?
It's always a pleasure.
How is your knee?
It's in pain, but you know.
I'll kneel down and healing touch. All 3 points.
Oh, it feels so good. Thank you.
How's everything here? Keeping everyone
quiet.
safe and sound?
Of course, you know how I am.
And he kind of taps his cup against his walking stick.
Yeah, and I drop in. I'll drop in 20 gold notes.
How generous.
And he kind of like gets himself up.
I'm gonna go get myself a sandwich.
Make it a good one.
And as you all make your way up to, what did we say last time? 3rd floor of this very dank and dark apartment. The lights inside, like one of them flickers in the hallway as you're kind of going down this dirty space up to the stairs. You pass by the many mailboxes of the tenants here. You climb the stairs up.
We're going to
down.
the roof.
You're going all the way to the roof? All right. As he leads you up to the roof, you find yourself on the 5th, going up 5 sets of stairs and opening up the door to the roof. That is empty.
Well, of course it's empty.
Oh. I'm like, when was the last time you dusted in here, Wilhelm?
It's a whole apartment building.
It's the roof.
Oh, I thought we were in his. Never mind. I'm so
You
sorry.
live on the roof. I thought we were going to your place.
I don't live on the roof. We needed space.
There's a couple of like.
Only Fiddler lives on the roof.
There's a couple
Oh.
puddles here and there that are kind of in the divots in the roof.
People.
And there's a soft sprinkling coming from above. There's nobody up here.
Room for what?
Oh yeah, how big is the roof? 50 by 50, 60 by 60.
Say probably 80 wide, probably a good 200 deep.
Cool. Plenty of room.
Plenty of space for a 30 by 30. Back the fuck up.
Yeah, and so Wilhelm is going to start taking his jacket off. Undoes his tie. Takes his shirt off. And for those of you who have never seen it, he is covered from literally his entire torso to his arms and up to his neck in these markings that I don't know, does anyone speak Celestial?
This might be the only character I've ever made that doesn't.
I think I'm pretty sure Harold does not.
No?
No. Undercommon and draconic.
So you wouldn't understand them, but they are a weird mixture of draconic and celestial. And
Is it like tattoos, scars?
It's both. So if you can see it, it's scars, and over the top of them, they've been tattooed over. And I will walk maybe 40 feet away from my friends to the other side.
Mm-hmm.
And go full radiant consumption. Wings of Regani.
Okay, so you guys watch as the scars, the tattoos begin to slowly burn away, lighting up his skin. As you see these markings begin to glow brightly, these wings suddenly just made of flame, just burning out from his back. This beacon of light bringing color to the world around this space.
I always wanted to go to Burning Man.
You're done. You're done.
And I will just scream for Regani in Celestial.
Okay. As you roar, you guys can see a few people kind of like looking down, like looking up at from the street level, just confused and concerned. Make a charisma or wisdom check, your choice.
It's the same score either way. Oh boy. Okay, well, that's not bad.
Saw it
20.
hesitate on the 3.
I did too, and I was like,
It's a dirty 20.
From your wings, a figure begins to appear for Wilhelm and Wilhelm alone. You guys watch as the wings kind of burn and flicker brighter and brighter and brighter for a moment before one of the wings completely separates itself for a moment before it back out again from his shoulder. As you feel that warm hand kind of grab your shoulder, you can see that tan, blonde-haired figure step around, in something that you haven't seen him in before. He is completely dressed in what looks like a full suit. And he's carrying a briefcase. And he just says, well, what have you called me for?
Answers, hopefully.
Pulled me away from work, and he drops the briefcase, and you guys watch as a portion of the roof just caves in with a loud.
Oh, but you
Okay,
have a job?
Perhaps we should not have done this here.
Since when?
Do we see the roof part?
Yeah, you guys see the roof, like the stone on the roof, the concrete on the roof just crack.
I cast see invisibility on myself. I take out a little monocle and just...
As you do, it begins to and kind of you see him.
I do. Oh wow!
And his brilliant radiance, echoing that light that Wilhelm is putting off.
And I'm speaking with him in Celestial, so it's just like it's like song. It's almost like it's almost like a choir. That is in a like song is like the way it comes out if you don't understand it. So
it's the Halo theme.
Right.
That's about all I can do without copyright infringement.
Wow. So I guess we'll get to the job part later. Let's see if this fucks me or not. I spoke with Irvin.
And you can see, like, as he sighs heavily, there's a bit of flame that kind of licks across his lips. And how is Irvin Almakir?
Little here, little there. What is the crystal?
Which one?
This one. Why were we...
The phylactery?
Yes, but was it a phylactery before she touched it?
Yes.
Was it hers?
No.
Whose was it?
Someone who's no longer around.
Not an answer.
It is an answer.
Why were you sent to destroy it? And why did you,
Why do you question it?
Because I didn't have the same luxury that you had, did I? The burden of fate is yours, not mine.
That's where you're wrong. And he kind of takes a step forward towards you, stepping into that radiant light. And what would normally burn someone else just kind of like echoes off of his clothing, burning it slightly. And he gets close enough to stick a finger in your chest and say, "Your fate was sealed a long time ago."
What does that mean? Why riddles right now, Connie? Am I here to help you? Are we fighting the same fight?
I thought we were.
Yes, but you won't answer. You won't answer me.
You're supposed to follow by faith, aren't you? Isn't that what you were taught?
You have taught me nothing. You have been nothing.
You had a teacher, and you let him die.
You guys are. How far away are you guys? because it somehow is getting hotter
I
still.
think we're all just
on the
gonna like
roof.
have
Yeah.
her there behind you,
Yeah,
like
if
off
they-
to the
if it was
side
like-
watching this.
If it was like a bonfire
It's now
before, it's
40
like
feet.
yeah.
The only one that
Mac-
can actually see this in its entirety is Padre.
Willem? Oh,
At
okay.
this
And Will.
we
point,
can't
Pip,
see this guy.
You guys cannot see this.
Okay.
All
Yeah,
you
at this
saw
point,
was the
Pip-
ground crack. and
Always,
nothing.
always see his.
Oh, shit, okay.
Our friend Wilhelm out to karaoke.
Do we
Yeah.
hear him?
I'm like holding my hands out,
Yeah.
like making sure like no one gets closer because like I have this thing on and
Oh yeah, no. Adelaide has a really good point. Do we hear the
Do we hear?
sing-song
Summoned
reply?
by Shrew.
You can hear an echo, like in like almost round robin singing, right? So he sings a phrase in Celestial, and sometimes, occasionally, there's this deep, rumbling baritone that follows.
Okay, it's at this point, Pip will be like, "Is it working?" And we'll like open a beer, because I'm assuming you didn't take it into the fire.
He just took the
As-
whole six pack in there.
As soon as there's that of the beer, you can see Regani's face just kind of like flicker over to the eye, over to the beer for a moment before he looks back at you.
Is it working?
Where were you?
Is this what I was supposed to do? And I start pouring the beer.
They have a facility that is built around Crystal. They watch her. They don't know what they're seeing. They don't know what they're watching.
Where?
I don't know. There are tunnels, ruins. Keeps us from speaking from anybody who's not is intimately involved with Alhura. But what do you not know where she is?
Max can take a step closer.
I'll take 2 points of radiant damage every 10 seconds. Or no, every round, every 6 seconds.
Every 6 seconds? For how long?
So
a minute?
I'm so
For a
glad they
minute, yeah.
removed
Yeah,
that.
it's only
Thank
for a
God.
minute, yeah.
How much damage have you taken? Like, we'll say that it's getting
Oh,
ready to
me?
burn
I'm
down
gonna take the full 20, yeah.
I was gonna say. Well, if it's for a full minute, yeah, 20. Okay. I'll say that you'll probably wind up taking 10 if you come closer. Trevor.
Okay. No, I will once it starts hurting, I'll take another few steps closer and just stand there fur singeing.
Okay. As you do, Wilhelm, Padre, you watch as he reaches over his shoulder and pulls this gleaming blade from behind him that is impossibly long. And it lights. And you guys all watch as it gets a little bit brighter.
Sephiroth.
Oh, the beer's
my
working.
God.
I'll pop another one. Start pouring it out.
Hey, Wilhelm, your friend saying anything useful?
Not
I
that
gonna
you would
have to ask
enjoy,
him?
Mac. You guys would like each other, actually. Regani, you should get to know him.
He kind of eyes.
Anyways, these are the people that are helping me.
Tell me.
I start stepping
Why
forward.
are you paired with a Dampier?
It's a good question. All I can tell you is that she is she's kind.
24 hit.
Hit me?
Okay.
Well, actually, I gotta look. It's pretty high. It's 20. Yep, no, 24 hits.
Let me check that sheet.
Let's say 24 AC. That's like some fucking level 20 shit.
Well, if I shield of faith, you know what I mean?
I rolled pretty low.
But you rolled low and it's a 24 to hit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, right.
Hashtag humble brag.
Hashtag forgot Avatar Solar. Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoops.
This is not going to be pleasant.
Adelaide, I just want to say that literally as you said Sephiroth, I hit send on a message to chat that said, Sephiroth? Literally the moment that you said that.
Did not see that at all.
You're going to take 25 points of slashing damage. And, wrong die.
Have I taken the
And we
full
don't
20
see
for
any
my?
of this.
Have
Oh
I taken
my
the full 20
God.
for my
I'm
radiant
sure we see him
consumption?
take damage.
Yeah.
Already?
No, you wouldn't have taken the full. You would have taken probably about 12 of that so far.
12. Okay. Okay.
Are you resistant to radiant?
I am.
Okay, good to know.
It's too many.
You take 11 points of radiant damage.
You said 12?
That's already been halved.
11 has already been halved.
As he takes that sword and slams it into your chest, picks you up with it, and slings you off of it as you go flying off a couple feet.
And I'm unconscious.
I immediately draw my pistols and point to wherever
yeah.
that was.
Yeah, and I immediately
I am racing over.
cast Dragon's Breath on myself at 2nd level.
I want to shoot a magic missile at him, so that way it shows everybody where he is.
Okay.
Smart.
Pip's running toward Wilhelm.
Okay.
Yep.
So those of you that are going to be doing damage, go ahead and roll it. Go ahead and roll your attack. We'll see if you hit.
With disadvantage for invisible.
Yep.
Right.
I mean, for me, it just hits, right?
Yeah, for you, it
Magic
just
missile hits automatically.
Yeah. Magic missile's good.
It's like a 1d4.
With him going down, does that take his
yeah, it takes his
the radiant
it takes his
damage down?
radiance. Yeah.
Harold
As you see him, like,
action
hit the ground, you can
dashes
see
to Wilhelm.
like the runes on his arms, those tattoos begin to burn off. Okay, 7 points of damage from there.
Boom.
Yeah, cool.
Harold sprints over to Wilhelm with a all movement and a dash, and then with Dragon's Breath on is just like trying to look around for what just stabbed his friend.
Okay, you see where they hit, but you're not sure that it's you have an idea of where he's at. Mac, are you firing?
No. I'm trying to figure out where he is.
You have an idea after the magic missiles go firing and hitting him, but you're gonna have
then
disadvantage.
then I'm absolutely firing. But
Okay, yeah.
I already rolled, and believe me, it's a miss. It's at disadvantage. It's a big miss.
Okay.
Both shots. Just wide. Just 2 shots. Just ba-ba!
As you fire them, each one kind of off into the distance as they ping off of concrete. Harold, are you firing off the?
I mean, if we're in any kind of initiative order, I can't because that was movement action, bonus action. But if we're loosely in initiative, then yes.
We're loose initiative at the moment.
Cold breath.
Okay, cool. It's a dex save, right?
And it's not even, yeah, it is a dex save, but it's not even like a targeted attack. There's just nothing in front of him, and he's over his friend and just kind of breathes it out in a direction, shaking his head.
Probably be a dex save at advantage.
3, 6, and 2 is 11.
Okay, cool.
Bunch of 5th level idiots fighting a solar they can't see.
Yeah, it's great.
Like a literal demigod.
Harold doesn't know what it is.
You guys know how you guys don't know, so
nope.
It's a good thing. It's a good thing we never came with a team name because we don't need one now.
Podrig, as you fire this off, as you see the shots fire and you see him just the ice that comes from Harold just melts, steaming off of him as they touch his flesh. You watch as he just puts the sword away, calmly walks over to the briefcase and picks it up. Walks over towards Veda. Veda, Pip, what are you doing?
I am hauling ass over to Willem. She doesn't see this thing. She just kind of knows it's something's there. And if I can reach Willem, I just kindly shout. She's not meanly shouting. Get up. And I put my hand on his shoulder and I'm casting my hand of healing.
Okay, what is that?
It's 1d6 plus 2 plus, I'm assuming 5 is your thing.
Level,
yeah, it's
Veda runs over and bites him.
I run over and bite him. No, it's just 1d6 plus 2. Never mind. That's fine though. Roll 1d6 plus 2. Roll high. Great. 3. Love that.
Not unconscious, at least.
As you put your hand on him, you can feel where his key is in person, like on his body, and you can see those tattoos, those scars are still there. And you watch as you just proceed to just kind of very briefly take that moment to align that key correctly along those tattoos, and it jolts him away because he just and you hear in your ear. I will make sure you go with her.
Wait, in my ear or in his ear?
In your ear. And JD, as Wilhelm wakes up, you can see Regani bending over towards Veda's ear and whispering.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I immediately cast Shield of Faith.
He disappears. And I think that's where we're going to call it for the night.
Oh, Jesus.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. Are we willing to consider that maybe the righteous fucking angel isn't the fucking good guy here?
I called it.
Baby.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Wow.
Literally, what did I say? When is he going to do this to Willem? Oh, shit.
Right now.
Thank you guys for joining us for A Sinner's Dream. I hope you all enjoyed yourselves tonight. If you came in whenever we started, if you came in late, thank you so much for joining us. Make sure that you get your last minute elf eggs in if you want to get a hold of that weird game that I can't remember the name of now.
Pester Quest.
Pester Quest, just like these assholes do to me. Go ahead and get those in.
Watch Pester Quest every other Monday at 8:30, 7:30 Central on Twitch.
Yeah, it's me.
It's me.
My wife.
Go ahead and get those in. Get your dice chances in as well before the night ends. If you've been here the entire time, you should have had enough to actually get in on the dice giveaway. Our sponsors for tonight were Foundry, the stuff where you might have heard of the occasional roll from, Forge, where we're hosting everything, Tabletop Audio, Heavy Arms, the whole shebang. They're all great. They're all wonderful. Go check them out. You gonna roll and see who wins the game tonight?
I am doing it right now, and it would appear that our winner for the evening is Plumbus. Again, Plumbus lover. Congratulations, man.
Plumbus, enjoy your game. It sounds weird. I hope you enjoy it. Let's see. How about we let the dead guy roll again?
Let the dead guys roll. Let's see.
To see
Wait,
who
me?
we're gonna
raid. I'm the dead guy this time. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
That's a tree.
Oh
Wow.
boy.
High
Give
up
me a
on the
second.
list.
Give me just a moment while I go and find as we go to the paper dungeon. Campaign 1, episode 61.
Whew, 61.
So go
Right.
with us if you want to gain a couple extra eggs for next time. We have another show on Thursday. I don't think Ryan is going to be doing an art stream this week or potentially next week. He has a lot of work going on. So I know that we will be having Plastic Cougar on Thursday. That is our Scum and Villainy game where we have a bunch of punk asses do their best to be punk asses in space. It's kind of great and wonderful. Join us Thursday for Plastic Cougar. Sunday we have Curse of Strahd where JD DMs and I get to play an elf that he occasionally slaps around.
This is my penance,
right? It was a long time coming. But yeah, if you didn't get a chance to this time, go ahead and click that follow button so that way you get the 300 eggs, elf eggs for next time's games. That way you'll be ahead of the curve a little bit. And go with us as we raid a paper dungeon. Be loud, be proud, and we can always do better.